comes the loyalty. San Francisco Demon fans take second place to nobody. They pack in beautiful Pac-Bell Park, and the faithful here are ready to roar again today in a big East-West XFL battle. Beautiful San Francisco day. It's the XFL on TNN, the national network. The New York, New Jersey Hitmen take on the homestanding San Francisco Demons.
Please welcome your San Francisco Demons.
H-Town with a rig, say champ. What's up, baby?
As the Demons get ready for the kickoff, we'll start it off with a mad scramble. Let's go down to the field.
Give you some instructions. All right, here we are, guys. We're going to be playing the scramble. That's a free ball. You can do anything that's required for a free ball. I'm going to say ready, set, and blow my whistle. Don't go early. All right, set it up. All right, ready?
Lee Cole representing San Francisco. First time for him in the scramble. Caldwell 1-1. Bad start for Cole. Oh, and a cheapie. A cheapie for Donnie Caldwell and the New York, New Jersey Hitmen, who hope that is a sign of things to come here this afternoon. Hello again, everybody. Craig Minervini, Big Bob Golick. Welcome to the XFL on TNN, the national network. The Demons and the Hitmen. The Demons 3-2. They will be in first place with a win here today, but they've yet to string together back-to-back wins. They hope to do that today. Their leader after a big week last week is Pat Barnes at quarterback.
Without a doubt, Mike Pulaski had been the man, and we've watched him take them, like I said, wins and losses, as Greg said. But because of his injury to his neck, Pat Barnes has stepped in. Last week, he runs for a touchdown. Then after a couple of turnovers, he puts together short drives and passes for 2 more. So he actually, his numbers weren't beautiful and weren't so wonderful, but he actually brought a spark to that team, brought a little life to that team.
Hey, very efficient. No turnovers last week. The Demons with 39 points. That's the best in the XFL this season. As for the Hitmen, well, the D certainly played well enough, but the problems for them have been on offense. They've not been very exciting. They plan to change that today. They've changed the quarterback the last couple of weeks, and they're going to do some different things today too, Bob.
Certainly. I mean, they've got some numbers that are really looking bad. Take a look at this. They have got the fewest touchdowns in the XFL. They've turned the ball over, and we found out from last week this Demon team will take advantage of turnovers. But most importantly, they've got the shortest long pass from scrimmage in the XFL. Well, today, hopefully, they're going to change that. We're talking about them opening the offense up a little bit, getting that ball downfield. In fact, they're going to have to do that.
Well, it's a mandate, really. Up top to bottom, Rusty Tillman's talked about it. So has Drew Pearson, the general manager and VP of the Hitmen, and he is standing by right now with our own Lee Rearman. Take it away, Lee.
Drew Pearson, your dream script coming into this season probably did not include being 1-4 at the halfway point.
No way. We know we're a much better team than that. Coming out of training camp, we were ready to start the season. We got off to a bad roll, but guess what? This is the XFL. Even if you're 1-4, you still have a chance to make the playoffs, and that's what we're still shooting for.
Well, Bob Golick and Craig Minervini might be spreading a bad rumor that you've given Rusty a mandate to open up the offense. Is that true?
Well, we're going to open it up, no doubt. We got some players that can make some plays, and we're going to give an opportunity to make some plays. And, hey, what's that smell in the air? I smell an upset.
Well, and I smell Kip Lewis on the Demon sideline with a quarterback in street clothes. Kip?
Well, guys, one of the best ways to find out what is going on with a team is to go inside the mind of a quarterback, and that's what we're going to do today with injured San Francisco quarterback Mike Pawlowski. He's going to serve as an extra commentator for us today. Mike, what kind of things are you going to give us insight into today?
Well, I'm going to give you a little bit about the defense of New York. They're a man team, meaning everybody wants to play man across the board, and they try to play their safeties in space. So watch them play a lot of man today, and with man routes, we're going to try to take advantage of that defense, and I'll keep you up to date on that during the game.
Now, you hurt your neck 2 weeks ago. How are you doing? When are you going to be back?
Well, I feel good enough to play today. They wanted to take one more week off to make sure that it was safe because I've had a spinal surgery in the past, so hopefully next week I'll be back and rolling.
All right, Mike, hey, you're certainly healthy enough to commentate. Maybe you can take over Bob Golick's job next year.
Hey.
Wow. Well, he also does the commentary for Cal football. Great California quarterback, Pawlowski.
They hate to lose him, so I think he should stay there.
As is Pat Barnes. Barnes followed Pawlowski at Cal. Mike Panisek, there he is, number 10. This guy back in Indiana was a drama teacher before he got the call from Coach Jim Skipper to come back and kick. And he boots it away, and we're underway as Kirby Dardar takes it out to 30. Little huddle. Who's got it? Elias has the ball at the 15. He's got some room. What a play. Up to the 30. Going up to the 40. There is a flag down as he reaches midfield.
That was sweet.
Unfortunately, there's a flag down. We'll see if it is against the Hitmen.
Yeah, the flag went right about where the huddle took place. Now, you got to remember, in that huddle, if they're going to hand it to somebody,
Illegal forward handoff.
that's all really
On
good.
the spot of the foul, it'll be a 5-yard penalty and a first down.
But if the ball is tossed forward, then they got a problem. Which sounds like inside that huddle, it may have happened. Let's take a look at it again.
Whoa.
Hard for us to tell from the look of it, but
I guess they're saying Elias had to be behind.
right.
But that's really kind of a tricky thing because he basically took a handoff from him.
Yeah, I mean, it's very difficult. I mean, there's situations in regular offensive schemes where guys are handing the ball forward and it's not called, so that's might have been a little pick.
Very touchy. You know, that was so creative. I think you let that one go.
I do too.
As it has happened to the Hitmen this year, good attempt, didn't work out, and they're backed up now on their own 5-yard line as Richardson sets back the pass. He's going downtown, first play of the game. Dardar, and it's overthrown. He threw about a 60-yard pass, incomplete. The veteran Dwayne Harper, 34-year-old, defending on the play.
Well, we talked about the mandate, if you want to call it the mandate or whatever. That ball laid out there in the first play gives an indication that they're not going to be afraid to do it.
2 plays in a row, some excitement.
They got to hit one once in a while to make it actually work.
Rusty Tillman, the head coach of the New Jersey Hitmen. Gilliaw in the backfield, he is crushed. Dino getting his first action since the first game of the season. When he broke his foot, they turned very quickly.
I tell you what, certainly trying to get out of the shadow of the goal line there. Abdul Salam Noah, the first guy to get in there, did not make the tackle, but slowed him down enough to let his compatriots come in and finish the job off.
Oh, I'll talk about the outlaw defense of Las Vegas around the XFL. San Francisco boasting one of the best defenses, certainly giving up just 71 points in 5 games. Big third down play here. Try to hand up again with Gilliaw. Gets across the 10, but he's going to come up short.
Fourth down.
And the Hitmen, tough break after that initial try on the kickback, and they're going to have to punt.
You know, that play was all about field position. They want to get it away from the goal line, and at that point, if you're kicking and punting it from too close to the goal line, you may not have good field position.
Jim Skipper, the head coach of San Francisco.
Come on, Jimmy!
He says the big thing, have my guys motivated to play on game day. Let's see if he's got them ready. We're off to a good start. Leo Arrogate will do the punting. Nice. And Jimmy the Jet Cunningham is going to go way back to the 37 to receive. The Jets up to the, he's got some room at the 50. Cunningham to the 40. Look out. He may go. Arrogate's trying to get him. He can't. Jimmy the Jet Cunningham. Touchdown, Demons. Jumbo. Bob, the fireworks, not just from the pyro here on special teams play early on.
Well, that play is called out-kicking your coverage.
Come on.
You get that ball kicked downfield so far, didn't allow the coverage people to get down in time to make a play. It gave the Jets more time and more room to find that open lane, and you saw him certainly take advantage of that.
You know why they call him the Jet? After watching him go. San Francisco among the best in the league on the conversion, 50%. Second in the league. Birmingham the best at 60%. You got to earn the extra point, however. The league average is 43%. Trips in the backfield behind Barnes. Now Manuel in motion. Going to hand it off. It's Johnson, but he's not going to get there. And the Hitmen have their first positive play of the game. James Cotton made the stop, but the Jet has got the Demons going here at Pac Bell. Back in San Francisco now, courtesy of Bud Light. Let's take a look at last night's XFL action.
The Las Vegas Outlaws, the Orlando Rage.
So we've got the classic battle of a great defense against an extremely good offense.
Yes, touchdown Orlando! Kevin Sweet! Orlando goes back on top.
The only unbeaten team in the XFL.
The Chicago Enforcers, the Memphis Maniacs.
Good pitch to Avery. Avery doesn't need much room. Avery at the 10. John Avery at the 5. John Avery, touchdown. From the Miller to shotgun. Looking to throw. Looking for the end zone. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown to Darryl Hobbs. Tonight, Memphis wins 29.
Jim Druckenmiller throwing for over 400 yards. Leading the Maniacs back to victory last night. Hanasek again on the kick. Gardar at the goal line.
Another chance for this
20.
time.
And he gets to the 27. That's a tough break for the Hitmen, Bob, because they tried to start off with a little razzle-dazzle play. It looked like it worked out, and everything backfired off that play.
And here's the problem now, Craig, is that we're talking about a team that is being told they need to open it up, whether it be by the fans, by the players, whoever. Somebody, or by Drew Pearson, that they've got to open it up. It's one thing to open up at the beginning of the game when you're 6 points behind and you know you have to throw, and then the other team knows you have to throw. That's not a good time to open it up.
Richardson passing right away again. It's going to throw wide open. Gardar, what a play! And Gardar's going to go for the score. And this time, no flags are down. Touchdown, Hitmen.
Wide open, Kirby Gardar.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
What are you talking about?
That's what I'm talking about.
He's talking about a double pass.
Saved them from Drew Pearson and Tony Hill. 1983 playoffs.
Drew reliving a play in his past.
Drew went back this week and pulled out his old game film. I see what's happening now.
There you go.
38 calls. On one. Ready?
So the Hitmen fire right back against adversity, something they really have not done much this year. For the conversion. Aska got a block. It's in there. Joe Aska with the conversion, and the Hitmen just like that take the lead, 7-6. A score here in San Francisco. The Demons now down 7-6. We pause for a timeout. We'll take this look at Las Vegas running back Ron Smart, who has overcome a lot. A good example of the U.S. Army's victories in life.
This is it right here. It's Washington Park, the ghetto. You know, by growing up in the projects, all the bad stuff around you, you grow to feel that you don't want that in life. By playing ball in high school, it showed me that I can go off to college somewhere different and get a college degree, play ball, and better my life. My baby. If I didn't go off to college, I'd probably be around here selling drugs or maybe in jail or maybe dead. You never know. It's things I overcame made me who I am today, made me stronger in life, too.
The beautiful Bay Bridge and the Demon fans were turning out 35,000 plus per game here in San Francisco at one of the nicest stadiums in the country, Pac Bell Park. Well, what a start Leo Aragos will kick off for New York, coming back. And really, they have not shown that this year, Bob. They've been down and pretty much down and out this year, but great courage to come back there and still use the razzle-dazzle play. Kelvin Anderson at the 5 for the Demons. And he brings it up to the 28-yard line. That's for those stops.
Let's go back to the touchdown, the Hitmen touchdown. Double pass. Wally Richardson throws the ball quickly out to number 80, Zola Davis. Zola Davis at that point, wide open, Kirby Dardar. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. The beautiful thing is that when that ball was thrown to Zola Davis, the corners, all the defenders wanted to run up there, wanted to run up and react. Think it was just a quick out.
One of the best secondaries in the league, too. Kevin Cagebaharn, the right corner, really fitting the play. Barnes now rolling. He's got the jet. You saw him in action already. And Cunningham gets up to the 40. He was banged by Damon Wheeler, the cornerback. But it's a good game.
Yeah. I was going to say, Damon Wheeler came up and popped him. He's not a big guy, but then again, Jude Cunningham, the jet, only about 165 pounds soaking wet.
No, man, my other one. I dropped Z-Run. 165 Pogo. I'm on right there.
Guys, back up, please.
Pat Barnes, 6'3", 218. Out of California since 96.
Green, 18, cut it.
Play action. Barnes on the roll. Finds his man, and Titus Winnens. He's crunched down by Brad Schraub. But it's another first down for the Demons. And we want to welcome in, gentlemen, you greeted at the top of our broadcast, Mike Pulaski, the quarterback. Tough to watch these, Mike?
Yes. It's tough to sit on the sideline watching the game when you feel like you should be part of it. But as good as Pat is, we don't drop off here, so we're all right.
Mike will be handling some analysis for us and giving us some insight. What's the game plan today, generally speaking, Mike?
Well, you know, they play a lot of man coverage, so we're going to try to run a lot of routes that we're going to exploit that. We feel that, if we can use some high motion, we can run some things on them that'll take advantage of them, leaving their DBs on an island.
Terry Battle picking up some yards there.
We'll also be bugging you a little bit from formation, things like that, so don't think that you're going to have an easy day today.
Just won't be getting hit as much.
All right.
We'll have Mike interpret some of the play calls as well so we can find out exactly what the play is going to be for the Demons.
316. 316, cut it.
Battle in motion. And Battle gets the ball. Now finds some room, a couple of blocks, and he gets the first down. He fumbled the ball. Referees have not signaled. Yes, New York's got it. And it's picked up by Ty Talton. A turnover for the Demons.
Yeah, this thing's going out.
So New York takes over, and the Hitmen, after that first play that went against them, Bob, have been able to turn the tide.
Okay, got a player. I believe we got a player down. Terry Battle taking a shot there. It's a nicely run play. You're going to see a great block by Mike Kiselak, the center right there, opening it up. But boy, Battle catching it right across the neck as the defenders came across and knocked him down.
Ty Talton, you're holding on to that ball pretty good, just like you held on to that receiver. Great play, buddy.
Thank you. I first like to give an honor to God, give me this opportunity, but I'd like to just say what's up to the Talton family at the house and go Hitmen, baby.
Ty Talton, who moped around the first few months after getting released from the NFL and so the XFL was the best thing that could have happened to him. Here we go downtown again and again. A big overthrow. Zola Davis was the intended receiver. Richardson overthrew him by a good 10 yards.
I started to wonder, they told him a lot to him to throw the ball deep, or did they listen to us at the beginning of the show?
Don't take that much credit, Rob.
Okay.
We got, listen. We got flex right open, slide left, smash, switch. On one, ready.
Wally Richardson took over the starting duties during the third game at Memphis after Charlie Ferrari, who had a great preseason, struggled.
Set. Red 88. Red 88.
He's going to pass again. They scramble here. He's looking for some room, and he's twirled down by Eric England. 270-pounder on the end.
Got him.
You saw a perfect example there of what pressure up the middle does for a defense. Secondary pass rushing, you always talk about the ends, the outside backers rushing the outside. But if there's nobody pushing the middle,
first down yard.
The quarterback can move forward.
We got flex right open. Slide left, all hook. On one, ready? Yeah.
Well, that sounds simple enough on that one. All hook, everybody, depending on if he gets the time or not, we'll get out to various depths.
3rd and 12. Demons best in the league on 3rd down. Over the middle, wide open is Davis. He's got the first down. Moore at the 50. And he's taken down at the 48 of San Francisco, finally, by Terrence Joseph.
Hey, fine choice by Richardson of getting the ball to Davis. All the other guys were taking their hooks deeper. Zola pulled up short. The defenders kind of drifted a little bit. Once Zola gets the ball, man, he can move it.
Baby. Gain of 17, and Bob, the Hitmen look like a completely different team than we've seen in their first 5 games.
Without a doubt. I mean, we haven't seen them throw the ball this far. They've only completed 1 or 2, but at least they're giving it a shot.
You have an air of confidence about him too early on here as well. Phil Yo will get the handoff. Maybe a yard. Dave Thomas made the stop.
Go, Carl. All right.
Dave Thomas, Carl Hansen, these guys.
Second and 8.
Nice job of controlling the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 8. Here we go.
Well, with Chicago's loss, the Demons looking to move up in first place, and the Hitmen looking for their 2nd win of the year, and a potential tie for 2nd place. It is wide open in both divisions for the playoffs. Top 2 teams in each division will make it. This is the start of the 2nd half of the season today.
I mean, right now, look at the formation. We're talking 4 wide receivers for the Hitmen. We haven't seen that before. Another shot, another pass. Throw kind of an intermediate 8 to 9 yard pass over the middle to Zola Davis. But even the formations they're using this week seem to have changed up.
Zola's had an outstanding year. He's among the top receivers in yards per catch coming in. And of course, he's got the TD pass here.
We got flex right, open, slide left, all hook. On the color, ready?
Yeah. Well, we heard the all hook before. It worked. There's a nice toss to Zola over the middle. They call it again. Again, the 4 wide receivers. 3 wides, 1 tight.
Split pass on 3rd and 1. He's got some room to run as well. He can. Richardson getting up to the 37-yard line. It should be enough for the first down.
When I was in high school, I didn't run the ball a lot because most of the time I was rolling out, throwing passes. And then in college, you know, Joe didn't let me scramble around and do all that stuff. So this is really the first opportunity I'm having to do that. And it's been fun for me, and I'm just trying to put my team in the best position to win. And if that helps, then I'll continue to do it.
Pro. Wally Richardson was released by Atlanta last year in the NFL. He started working for a law firm, Sutherland, Asbill, and Brennan. I know one of your favorites, Bob, down in the Atlanta area.
I've worked with them all.
Did some paralegal work, but, you know, after he did that, Bob, he said, I was thinking about law school, but I don't think so. That wasn't really his cup of tea after actually working in the law office.
It looks a lot more comfortable here.
Getting close to the first down. They're going to bring out the chains.
Okay. Listen, let me tell you, I'm getting it first.
They did get the first down. Okay.
Shuffle the dice right. 38 toss halfback pass, all right?
Another big 3rd down conversion for the Hitmen.
Well, we just heard, if we heard it right, we heard a halfback pass. Right.
38 toss halfback pass. On one.
Sounds like they're going to try a variation of the double pass we saw before. This one ought to be a toss from Richardson.
Davis and Gardner, the wideouts.
Audibly out of it.
Richardson has Gardner on the near side for a short gain. Wayne Harper made the stop. Demons feature one of the best secondaries in the league. They lead the league with 9 interceptions as a secondary.
Richardson saw, he came to the line of scrimmage, he saw the corners back off a little bit. They realized that they may not be playing as tight in zone as they had been. Zone would have been perfect for that pitch pass. Everybody would have reacted up. But that little dump pass, hoping that he'd have a little room to get out there and run free against the zone defense.
This time a pitch. He's going to pass. He's got a man open too. Can he get him? The flag is down as Dardar was collided with by several Demons. And a flag down on the play. We'll see if it's an interference call. Didn't look like the pass was going to get to Dardar.
Legal Chuck. The ball was still in the pocket. They had pitched the ball backwards, but it was still in the pocket. So you said you got an illegal chuck.
When they block him down,
you got an illegal chuck.
That's what I got.
That's right.
Illegal
That's right.
chuck,
First
5-yard
down.
penalty,
That's
previous
a first
spot,
down.
first down.
That's a first down.
Illegal chuck, 5-yard penalty from the previous spot.
All right.
An automatic first down.
First down.
Let me just say this. As a coverage guy, if your immediate reaction is run, and then you realize, oh, no, he's throwing it, you're popping anybody you can to slow him down because you've blown your coverage already.
Right.
Hey, hold on. You see him throw it, and we don't get a chance to see the chuck at that point, but the reaction with the defense pretty well to getting out there to the receiver.
So another Hitman first down.
Reverse.
The reverse is on, and the quarterback's going to be the blocker. And here's Dargar up to the 20, where he is hurled out of bounds by Pete
Way to go, Wally!
Stefano.
Way to go!
But again, the trickery.
What's coming
They're
next?
pulling everything out of the playbook this week.
Well, Wally Richardson,
oh,
man, you know, we've seen, there aren't a whole lot of quarterbacks going to do that. Wally did that, and watch him throw the block.
181.
I mean, it was kind of a textbook block. It just, he's got to get a little bit more butt behind it.
You know, if you're a Hitman fan, you might be wondering, where was this all year?
You know, as an old defensive player, I would have loved the chance to have a quarterback try and block me.
Fake by Richardson.
Oh, he's open.
Overthrew Kirby Dargar, and he had him absolutely wide open. He beat, again, Kevin Casebahorn, who's an outstanding defensive back. Man.
Yeah, he just timed that up, a double move on the outside. You see the receiver, he's gonna pull it up. Corner's gonna bite on it. That second move, take him out there. Wally just, I don't know, maybe he's still a little dizzy from that hellacious blocking through.
3rd and 3. The Hitmen so far 2 for 3 on 3rd down. Michael Blair is the blocker for Phil Yaw, but he can't get there. He cannot get there. Carl Hansen stepped up to make the stop, along with Emil Palmer. A big play for the Demons D. And Aragoose comes on for the field goal attempt.
As I say, at this point in the game early on, you take the points you can get.
This will be about a 38-yarder. Aragoose is 3 out of 4 inside the 39. And 4 for 8 overall. This is in his range. Never know the way they're playing. You might try to fake the way they're hitting him and changing things up.
There we go. Look at this.
They are. Look at this. Polari. He's throwing wide. And it's dropped by Michael Blair.
Man.
That ball was catchable. And again, if you follow the game plan here, anything is possible today.
Hey, you know what? I tell you what, this is a totally different Hitman team that we've seen so far this year. I don't know if it's a nice weather, maybe 5-6 weeks of being yelled at. That one was gettable. Right through the hands. That ball was right into the caught.
What's the score?
Charles Polari was the holder, of course, the starting quarterback to start off. Made a good throw, and Blair could not come up with a catch.
Hey, Wally, good job. Good job. Hey, you should have cut it. Gotta make
and we're back
plays
at
like
Pac
that.
Bell.
Beat a team like this, you gotta make those plays.
He's right. He's absolutely right. You make the great call, you come up with some innovative plays, but you gotta execute. Pass was there by Polari. Might have been the best pass Polari's thrown all year.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to make the catch, especially when it's right there. I mean, he didn't make him work that hard for it.
Go back a couple plays before that when Richardson had Gardner wide open in the end zone and could not connect.
These teams get going. What kind of game plan that we're talking about?
Very battle for a few yards. Bob, if nothing else, certainly if you talk about the will of the opposition, right now the Hitmen are forcing the issue.
Come on, that's too much now. Let's go.
Hey, Mike, what do you think of all the razzle-dazzle so far from the Hitmen? Certainly something you probably didn't see on the film watching them.
Yeah, exactly. If you don't see it on film, it's hard to prepare for it, so now you got to come out in the game and try to make adjustments on the run. And our defense is a blitzing-style defense. It makes it hard for the quarterback to read, so everybody has to be responsible for a certain thing. If a defense doesn't take care of it, if everybody's not responsible, then it's hard to stop an offense.
Hey, Mike, are you changing formations also, starting to open the formations up?
Yeah, we do that as an offense to begin with. We do a lot of shifting, again, trying to make defenses adjust.
Oh, battle's wide open.
Right there. That's a good example of it right there. If defenses don't adjust, nobody knows who picks up the man. We have Terry Battle wide open in the flat. And he got out the flat, passed it all, and got him the ball.
Gain of 9 of Mike. I was talking to Rusty Tillman as we listen in.
Here we go. Watch for a screen right here. Lucky up, Connie, Ricky on one, right? Watch for a screen coming back to the running back.
Well, Rusty was saying that San Francisco offense makes you coach. It's tough on the defense to figure out what's going on.
Watch that screen.
Red 22 Dragon! Red 22 Dragon!
They're checking to an inside draw right here.
Meanwhile, Dwayne Sabb raced in.
Hey, Mike, let me ask you a question. What was it in that defense that would have made him check it?
They only had 5 men in the box. They were trying to play a too deep zone, or too deep behind a man underneath. So you get 6 defensive players around the perimeter. You only have 1 linebacker in the box. That leaves only 4 down linemen, 1 linebacker. You got 5 on 5. Good matchup. You got to draw it. Could hit big yards.
Beautiful.
Right. Go.
Penalty was offside against San Francisco. So it's first now and 15.
Round 19.
Barnes going back way, going the other way, but the pass was just a little shy of the intended receiver, Terry
Battle. Looked like Battle got caught in. You're supposed to actually hide yourself a little bit, then slip out late, but pressure came pretty quick, and Battle didn't free himself up.
You know, the tough part about that is, as a quarterback, you're trying to find throwing lanes to get it to the guy.
Here we go. Doubles left. 51 X-ray. T-alley backside gin. On one, right?
Watch Terry Battle coming down the middle on this one. Fast back down the middle of the zone. They got too deep zone. It should set up for it right here. Terry Battle out of the backfield.
Hitman with a good linebacker, too, in 57. Big run. Ron Merkerson.
Terry Battle. Nope. He didn't get off.
Over the middle, he threw it to Titus Winans. And Winans gets up near the first down.
But Battles may not have gotten off and gotten clear of his coverage quick enough, but he cleared it out for the guys underneath.
Yeah, exactly. Linebacker got a hand on Terry, so Titus was able to come underneath and clear it. The DB just got picked off in the meantime.
So it's 3rd down now and 1 for San Francisco. And we'll be back with that play as the first quarter is over. Hitmen in front.
Many people tell me I'm just like the girl next door. Currently, I'm a sophomore at San Jose State University, and hopefully with a degree in dance and theater, I can pursue my lifelong dream of becoming a leading lady on the silver screen. Now, let me tell you a little bit about Kat. Kat is a frisky feline with a kick-ass attitude. And one thing I love to do is dance for all you Demon fans. Meow.
There's the Cat. And she has a lot of fans here at Pat Bell Park.
You had all your shots there? Had all your shots?
Yeah. The hellhole. And the Demons want to raise some right here on 3rd and 1. Their first 3rd down of the game. They lead the league at 48% on 3rd down. Quarterback sneak. Barnes, looks like he got across the 45 for the first down. Again, joining us is Mike Pulaski, one of the top quarterbacks in the league. Suffered a neck injury a couple of weeks ago here on TNN against Las Vegas.
And Mike, as we watch him on pile here, what looks like a first down. The injury to you say it's feeling better, but you've had surgery before, which is probably why they're playing a little bit more cautious.
Yeah, exactly. I had a spinal fusion back in '99, so they wanted to make sure that my neck was good and solid before I came back and played again.
Here we go. Doubles left. Lucky up OG Spike Beard on one. Ready?
Hey, watch this, a 4 vertical route right here. You're going to have guys going deep all over the field.
All 4 guys?
316, Miami.
They're going to try to bring pressure. Zero coverage.
Merkerson is blitzing the linebacker, and he's down! Ron Merkerson blitzing from his linebacker spot, and he was tough to find, I think, for Pat Barnes in that play.
Not enough time. If somebody could have got a piece of Merkerson just to slow him down a little bit.
Yeah, the problem is we were trying to gap protect inside. He was able to find a gap that nobody got into, nobody stopped him.
Big Burke was out of the lineup last week with a concussion. He actually said, Bob, that he suffered it in the 2nd game, and he thought it would somehow just go away. And
that'll go away.
But finally, when things got foggy and he wasn't in San Francisco, he figured he better talk to the doctors about it.
Hey, you heard the term ragdolling somebody? That was a ragdolling somebody.
2nd and 20 over the middle. It's incomplete. Again, good pressure on the quarterback, this time from Haven Fields.
it was going to be a three-step drop, and they did a good job on the outside of switching it off, kept somebody underneath it. Pat wasn't able to find anybody. Did a good job of getting rid of the ball and not taking a sack.
Don't quit.
Now, when they see it opening up like this, Mike, they're probably going to face a defense, probably going to bring some more people to try and just get in Pat's face.
Yeah, you figure as soon as you get the offense, when they're going to open up the offense, they're going to get the same attitude on defense. So they're probably going to try to open it up, bring some more pressure, bring some blitzes.
Go! Last week, without Murph, the Hitmen gave up 22 points. So a different D. Big 57 in the middle. 3rd and 20. Barnes has receivers all over the place. Going to try one downtown for Jimmy Cunningham. The defenders, but it's incomplete. Man, the Jet can fly, Mike. He's a great target out there for you guys.
Yeah, Jet's a great player. You know, when he came in, you see a diminutive guy like that, and you start thinking, well, how's he going to be? He is as tough as they come. He gets open across the middle. He catches the ball. He does everything you need in a receiver.
That was beautiful.
Doing a great job as a receiver for us this year.
Strong safety, Ty Talton, picks him up late. And Talton, strong safety, is thinking, hey, I ain't the guy that's supposed to be chasing this little receiver. I'm supposed to come up and stone cold hit people, not chase little tiny wide receivers.
Aska gets the punt off. Dardar in the sun finds it at the 32. Up to the 40, and he's ripped down at about the 44 by Terrell Sutton for San Francisco. Yeah. So good start. Second quarter now. Tack Bell, and the Hitmen remain in front. Back at Tack Bell, Wally Richardson in control and looking to add to the Hitmen lead. There's been a razzle-dazzle, pull everything out of the playbook type effort for the Hitmen so far. And really should have clicked on at least one other touchdown on their last drive.
42!
This time the conventional handoff to Joe Aska. Aska getting out wide right. He's got some room across midfield. Joe Aska.
Well, let's take a look at what the Hitmen have put together for us right off the bat on a kickoff return. The first one, a little trickery, which gets a nothing but a penalty, but kind of sets the stage. It's a harbinger of things to come. Little double pass. Richardson to Zola Davis to Kirby Dardar, and he's got nobody around him. Later on, they run themselves a reverse as Richardson leading the way, and well, we'll work on his blocking skills later. Even a field goal turns into a fake field goal that could have been with a missed pass, but it all goes to show this. They are willing to make some things happen, and they're going to try a whole lot of different things we haven't seen before.
Richardson throwing, that time looking for Archie, and he comes up short.
Coach Tillman, all this razzle-dazzle, are you getting to the bottom of the bag of tricks, or you got plenty left?
Hey, desperate teams do desperate things. Okay, we're just trying to win the ball game.
Very nice.
Rusty Tillman, you talked to him day before the game about as jovial a guy as you'll ever meet.
Did a game? Yeah, it's a little tight.
Yeah, a little different personality when the game starts. By the way, Bob, he was happy to see you doing the color of the game.
Easy. Red 10.
What's the matter with Rusty?
I don't know.
Red 10.
Richardson takes the hand up, in some trouble. Trying to get back to the line of scrimmage. Eric Goodwin brought him down.
We got flags down. Look like there might be too many players on the field for the Demons.
Illegal participation, 5-yard penalty.
12 on red?
Yeah.
Illegal participation. I like it. Used to just be too many people on the field.
Illegal participation on the defense, 12 players, 5-yard penalty, first down.
Just doesn't sound football-like. Hey, Jim Stowe, the right tackle. There's a good story, Bob, huh?
Very nice.
Got married yesterday in New Jersey and took a red-eye flight. His wife stayed back home. Don't believe there was a time for the honeymoon. He's going to look at that after the season.
Don't make that.
Jim Stowe is right back, and he's starting today on right tackle. Maybe Lee Rearman could hook up with Jim when it comes to the sideline. We can get a little.
You know, if he didn't have time for the honeymoon, maybe that's why he's playing a little more aggressively today. 12 men on the field for the Demons, and I don't know, maybe they feel that that's the kind of defense they're going to put together for this new Hitman attack.
Understanding wife, though. Let him go play football hours after the matrimony, huh?
What, like your wife's going to stop you doing it?
I don't think so. No. Okay, well.
Referee's talking.
I wonder why she didn't come back with him. Well, you see Drew Pearson there putting together this new Hitman offense. You know what, from that perspective, we've been talking about the Hitman side of it. It's talking about what's happening with the defense. The Demon defense right now, they're in a little bit of disarray. They're going to have to kind of stick to the original game plan. But the one thing that happens to you as a player, Craig, is the fact that you start wondering, okay, how much of our game plan is really sound now? Because they're giving us stuff that we haven't seen before. They're giving us stuff that we haven't game planned for.
Right.
So
you ain't seen nothing yet, guys. We're only on page 1. We got 18 pages.
Drew Pearson, VP General Manager, doing a lot of talking today.
I can run around on 27. They don't know what's coming. Look at Jim Skipper over there. He thought he'd seen it all. He ain't seen nothing yet. They talking about, what's your record? What's your record? See, they was thinking we 1-4. But we're a lot better than 1-4. And that's how they prepare, like we're 1-4.
Good spot. Oh, that big guy with the stogie is Pearson's buddy. His bodyguard down there?
You play against Pearson? He probably retired just before you.
He's way older than me. About a year, maybe.
Referees are still talking over.
There's the head coach of the Demon, Jim Skipper, getting his team, trying to get them motivated. He's going to go out there and find himself Drew Pearson.
California native Jim Skipper back home coaching the Demons. Richardson has the outlet if he wants it. Now he's going to go over the middle. Complete. For Bob Rosensteel is tight end. That's Bob's first catch of the season. James Williams on the stop.
You know what's happening? I'm sorry, Craig. I was going to say, you know what's happening right now? The fact that the defense now knows that they can throw the ball and will throw the ball deep. It's forcing the defense to loosen up a little bit, give them a little more room. Before, it was all underneath stuff. It was short. It was intermediate.
Tight left.
Even the safeties didn't even have to go that far, that deep into coverage. Now they've got to play it back, which gives them more underneath completions because there's more guys open.
Lost the 25. Isfahan made the stop on Dino Filyaw, who's very happy to be back playing after breaking his ankle and his foot in that first game this year.
Here we go. Listen. We got flank right, slide left, 284 corner crab on the color. Ready?
Look at the total yards. You know what's funny? I think you thought coming in the Hitmen would be having the trouble on defense responding to the San Francisco Wild offense. It's been just the other way around. Richardson going downtown again, has a man there. Collins has got it. Ryan Collins was knocked out at the 1. Man, the Hitmen are playing some football today. Gain of 23.
Just wound it open there, Ryan Collins. And I'll tell you what, it was a tough throw and a good catch because he was covered too. You see on the right side of your screen.
6'7", that helped.
And no doubt about that. He's getting definitely getting good coverage from John Haskins. But at 6'7", you don't even have to jump that high.
And Haskins no slouch at 6'2". Big Ryan Collins. They call him Big Drink. Richardson, Aska's got the ball, and he cannot get in. Good defensive stop. Stefano among the Demon.
Let's go. Kick off return.
Loss of about 3 on the play.
Now the problem here is that in the open field, the Hitmen may be able to change their offense quite a bit, open things up. When you get down along the goal line, the shadow of the goal line, there's only a certain amount of things you can do. You don't have the room to throw the long passes. All you got is the short stuff and the run game.
You know, the board had it taken to go for the 4, but they got a good spot. Actually, officially only a 1-yard loss. So 2nd and goal. 4 wide receivers on 2nd and goal. Fake to Aska. There's a Ferguson in trouble. Throws one. Got it. It is incomplete. Collins was the intended receiver. I'm not sure if he got his foot down or not. I thought he might have. The referees were right on it, and they called it incomplete. Was he pushed out?
It looked like the defender gave him a good push going out of bounds.
I tell you, we can't get a break.
Drew Pearson didn't like the call from his spot at midfield.
Like I said, right now it becomes traditional hitman football because it's short stuff. It's running game. Little dump passes over the middle on the flat. This is the stuff the Demon defense has prepared for.
Set. Red 88.
Third and goal.
Red 88.
Richardson passing again. Fires, and it is caught. Touchdown, Mike Archie. And that was a very good catch by the fullback out of Penn State. Just like the guy who threw it to him. Touchdown.
That's it. Get this point. Come on.
That was all about matched up. You saw three guys spread wide to the left-hand side. Matched everybody up man-to-man.
What a catch, Arch. What a catch, baby.
He gave Wally Richardson the opportunity just to find out which one was going to be able to beat his man. That drive put together, this is something you don't usually see with the Hitmen.
We need this point now.
8 plays, 55 yards, 8 up, 4 minutes and 20 seconds of clock.
Richardson, a little pitch to Philyaw, running wide left, and he's got enough room to catch the corner and convert again for the Hitmen, who are an impressive 2 for 2 on the top 1-point conversion so far today. 14-6.
All right, let's hold him, D. Come on, coach, keep it on him. Keep the pressure on him. Keep it on him. Let's go, D.
Points all year right now. 14-6.
Keep it on him. Don't let up.
Midway through the second.
Don't let up. Hey, Wop.
Big crowd on hand here at Pac Bell as the Hitmen have marched into the end zone again. Archie, the 3-yard touchdown reception, the conversion by Philyaw, and with 14 points, Bob, that's more points than the Hitmen have scored in any one game this year. They were averaging just under 9 per game coming in.
But the key is the fact that they put together another drive. 8 plays, 55 yards, to 8 up some clock. They're showing they're a team that can control the field and do a little bit of field control themselves.
Newcomer Kelvin Anderson bringing it back to the 30, the guy who made the conversion. Dino Philyaw made the stop.
Wally Richardson, I know the gloves are off, but where has this offense been all year, my friend?
We're just not making the mistakes that we made in the past. We're just trying to come out here, be strong, keep coming off the ball, and good things are happening for us.
Wally Richardson off to a good start along with New York to Jersey. It really put the Demons, something we have not seen really this year, on their heels at home.
I think you might be fibbing a little bit.
We got 2 back.
Yeah, there's more than just not making mistakes. There's some stuff, too.
Yeah, no, you're right. Terry Battle over the 30. They're opening up the play. It's been much more exciting to watch as we join with Mike Pulaski. And, Mike, I know it's such a shock for the defense to see the Hitmen come at you guys like that. Now on offense, it's up for you to respond.
Yeah, well, I mean, their offense is really performing right now, and it's something that you haven't seen out of them all year long. So, again, defenses just have to make adjustments on the run. If it's something that you haven't seen, they'll talk about it on a chalkboard over here on the sideline. They'll get it on the board in halftime, and they'll figure it out and get it done.
Go! Run 19! Go, D!
Again, 4 wideouts for the Demons. Lost the football, and New York has it.
He touched him down.
Vernon Crawford. It looked like Barnes had a problem getting the snap from Kiselak to center, and quickly Vernon Crawford jumped on it for yet another Demon turnover.
I'll tell you what, they're right in the middle. If you can see the middle, that's where the old infield used to be here in the baseball field.
Right.
And the turf tears up. There's a chance that ball caught the turf on the way back and didn't quite get up.
Yeah, look at that. Looks like it's really torn up, and boy, just bad connection between the center and just not getting the ball. If it just laid out there, Pat never took that ball away from the center. You see right there, it dropped right off the bat.
That's tough. Generally speaking, if the ball comes up high, it's the quarterback's fault. If it goes straight down, it never got back to him.
Well, New York in the same situation, but they take over right there as well at the 31. Eric Cole is the center. Back to Richardson in some trouble. And he is taken down right back near the line of scrimmage. James Williams, the veteran linebacker, made the stop.
Move the pocket.
We talked about how this new Hitman offense is affecting the defense. Well, they're adjusting. Their adjustment is, you know what, if you're going to go back, if you're going to stand back at 7 steps, and you're going to throw the ball, we're going to come and get you.
Richardson managed to get back to the line of scrimmage. So there's no loss on the play.
Red 181.
Now looking right side. Has Darjar at the 20. First down. Kirby gets inside to the 18. have not seen the Demon defense give up this kind of yardage all year long.
We talked about it before. And all it takes is an offense willing to throw the ball long. And they have a little success. Even if they don't complete a lot of them, it makes the defense respect you. And they're all sitting back on their heels now in cover.
35 gut on the color. Ready?
Big crowd here at Pac-Bell as usual. That's not a story here because they pack them in on an absolutely brilliant day. First day without rain on a weekend in early February.
Running a bit of a little run play just to kind of keep them honest, it looks like. Still, you taking some hits inside.
Here we go. Listen, we got X-Jet, the twins left tight. 825, stop seam, on one. Ready? Slide left.
Last week, the Thunderbolts had 177 total yards for the entire game. The Hitmen are already over that at 182. Davis in motion. Good pass. Mike Archie has got it around the 13.
Let's remember this too, Craig. Last week it was the Demons who took the turnovers in good field position and turn them into points. The Hitmen really threatening to do that right now. They get the fumble recovery in good field position and now threatening coming up on the
what do you want? You recall last time here 2 weeks ago against Vegas, the Demons turned the ball over 5 times in the game and lost the game.
Run.
Set. Cage.
Third and
Blue 333. Blue 333.
Richardson. That one is overthrown as Rosensteel was very well covered.
Late flag coming in.
James Williams defended. Did he hit him late?
That's an uncatchable ball.
That ball was thrown over the receiver. We'll see who they're calling it, but the coverage guy gave him a push after the ball had gone over his head. Williams had given him a push after it went over the receiver's head. At that point, it shouldn't have been a penalty.
Looks like the preliminary indication is holding, and that is a tough one to take, certainly for Jim Skipper's club on 3rd and 3.
Number 55, 5-yard penalty and an automatic first down.
I don't know. So instead of a field goal attempt or a fake field goal attempt for the Hitmen, they get the break again, and it keeps the drive going, marching down to the 8. What do you think?
That gave him a little push. I don't know about holding, but
ball was thrown about 50 feet over his head. Bill Young, is he going to pass it? Yes, he is, but it's going to be intercepted. Intercepted. John Haskins in the end zone on a 4th pass, and that time the chicanery backfires for the Hitmen.
Chicanery? That was impressive. Razzle-dazzle. Yeah, that was a
bad pass.
What a throw right into a pack of Demons.
You can't go to the well.
Demons create a turnover here late in the second. Back in the Bay Area, you're looking at 14-year-old Shea Lemos, who is a longtime friend with running back for the Hitmen, Joe Aska, used to play for the Raiders here. Used to go way back. They're still good friends, talk to one another when they're in town. And Joe fondly remembers Lemos from his days as a Raider.
As a coach, they tend to look at me as an individual that has a situation that how can we help this kid? I don't want the help. I just want you to play me and use my ability to the fullest,
Both share a very unfortunate incident. Poked in the eye with sticks as kids. Joe Aska has legally blinded in one eye, as is Shea Lemos, who's here today again with Joe. Much more on this very heartwarming story coming up at halftime.
3:15. What?
Lawrence gives it off to Battle. Poked down by Tim Beauchamp, the left hand. Mike Pulaski back with us. Mike, how important to get a drive going here? Because despite how everything really going against you, you're only down by 8 points.
Yeah, well, obviously going into halftime, you want to at least feel like you're getting things going, getting momentum back. But the biggest thing has been mistakes. If we can get over to making mistakes, we'll have some points on the board.
Round 19,
the outlet to Battle, who stumbled but could not make the catch. Incomplete.
Here we go, Pat. Here we go, bud. Come on, let's convert. Doubles, right gun. Give me a 64 jet.
All right, you guys don't realize how annoying that is in your ear when you're out in the field. You get all that static.
Is it loud?
It is loud, and it's static, and then you get the background noise of the crowd, too. So it's a whole bunch of noise in your ear, and you're trying to decipher the English parts of it.
What are they calling? 64 jet?
Watch the outs by the inside receivers. You're going to have the go by the outside guys. They're playing zone cover, so we should be able to hit the outs.
Say they're going to try Barnes for the outs. And the Jet Cunningham up to the 40-yard line. They're taking him out at the 38.
Seems like a fitting play to hit the Jet on the Jet.
That's nice. Two guys in coverage on the deep on the go receivers. Singled up on the out. Pat finds it nicely thrown in there.
And now the passing's working. Watch him coming back with the draw.
First down, ready?
A gain of 14.
How much you guys, Mike? How much you guys work on cadence also? I know, I've heard Pat today really barking.
Easy.
Really hard.
It's a lot.
Red 34 OG. Red 34 OG.
Watch check for him to go. Run the go route. And the short side of bounds.
Again, the go route is just take off, huh, Mike?
I tell you what.
2-minute warning.
2-minute warning at Pac Bell. Demons trying to drive for a late score. Well, Pat Barnes, 25 years of age, out of California, took over for the starter Pulaski.
Through the years, Mike and I had, met each other through passing, knew each other by playing, and really respected him because he really brought a lot of notoriety to Cal. And to get a chance to be on the same team with him, to be around him every day, has really made our friendship grow, and it's been a lot of fun working with him.
Mike and Pat Barnes both out of California, but at the same token, Mike, if you get a little bit better, you'll be battling again for that starting job with your pal, huh?
Hey, Mike.
That's what I tell you what, we're lucky on this team to have two guys, because Pat's a hell of a quarterback, and either one of us coming out of camp, neither one of us knew who was going to be until they finally told us.
That almost made me cry as much as Brian's song did.
Barnes tackled and he threw it away at the last moment, but they will say he was down. And Barnes is fortunate that he was down, otherwise he would have had a grounding call.
No.
I don't think I've seen anybody throw a ball so close to the ground.
That guy could collision him like that.
Loss of 7.
Yeah, you hear Pat. They're trying to hold the running back coming out of the backfield.
Oh, yeah. We had a sack.
Let's take a look at it once again. They're trying to get the...
They keep it up.
Trying to get Anderson come out of the back, but he's got the block going. Right, we're going to score. Yeah.
I guess they did a little more than just collision in there.
Mike, have you been told by Coach Jim Skipper, if you're healthy, will you be back starting, or is that really to be determined? And what about your status?
Well, that's the word. When I get back healthy, he felt that you shouldn't lose your position to an injury.
You got to win on that one.
And I feel the same way. And Pat actually said something last game. I told him it's hard watching yourself lose your job on the sidelines, but he said no way he was going to let it happen because he had it happen to him before.
Right. He run. Lucky up Jet on one right there.
Going to see a half roll coming out to the left here.
Remember, we're in that messy part of the field. The offensive linemen having some problem with their footing.
Exactly. They want to get out of this part of the field, get downfield.
In motion is Travis Moore.
Good ball.
And Cunningham is wide open at the 42. It was a good pass as well. He was covered on the play by Butler Benote, a gain of 12. Well, they'll get back some of the yardage, and now it's a big 3rd and 6.
And one of the keys, guys, comes off the fact that they are out of the messy part of the field.
Hey, stay! We're on 19, cut up.
3rd down and 6. Demons 1 out of 3 on 3rd down today. That's below their season average. He makes room to run. Barnes looking, running out.
Yes.
Fires complete. Travis Moore's got it. First down, big pickup, Demons to the 38 of New York. Mike, it looked like Barnes is going to run it first.
Yeah, he thought,
that's what you were referring to.
I thought he had the edge, but he got out there. I tell you, I watched him when he was in college. I was able to cover him because I worked for Fox and I worked for our local scout broadcast. And when Pat gets out of the pocket, he is special. He can do great things. He has great vision downfield, and he remains fast.
Go!
drove in. Barnes going downtown, Cunningham! I think he was out of bounds. Yes, he was. Out of bounds. Man,
what a great throw.
Speed and great throw, and also nice job to pull it in. He was out of bounds.
The Jet looks like he got a little nicked on that one. You can see the shoulder pads pulled up a little bit.
When you run into the side, he was running so fast he didn't have time to stop, and then you hit the tarp, which is pretty slippery as well. Left shoulder.
Check it out. He's gonna get a little room there.
Landed right on his shoulder. He'll be all right, though. Jimmy's tough.
Among the league leaders, he came in 4th in the league with 24 catches, now up to 27 after his 3 today.
Get over. Dollar. Go Green 18. Miami. Green 18.
Longman showing blitz, drops back. Murkerson coming on the fly, and it's incomplete again. Ron Murkerson, big mark, was in the face of the quarterback Barnes.
Hey, Mike, did you guys anticipate that they were going to be coming with so much blitzing?
Well, you know, when a team's got their back against the wall, they do things that they wouldn't normally do. Obviously, we've seen it on offense, like we mentioned before. On defense, you got to expect more blitz. You're going to see them bring safeties, bring guys they normally wouldn't bring, which means they're also going to free up some people. They're going to leave their DBs on an island. We need to find the mismatch or the guy that's left alone, and we need to take advantage of that.
Looks like Cunningham is ready to get back in. 3rd and 10. Out of field goal range right now. Barnes is he's pushed by Vernon Crawford as he threw it incomplete. Vernon Crawford, the linebacker, absolutely hammered Pat Barnes on a big 3rd down play.
Well, they ran a delayed blitz on that coming in and getting rid of that ball.
Yeah, I don't think they have the late hit penalty in this league. I haven't seen it this year.
You know, I've told these guys so many times, Mike, that it's one thing for a defense to get sacks from a statistical standpoint, but the thing that can be the most telling and the most aggravating for a quarterback is that hit that you take as you're throwing the ball when your ribs are open.
Yeah, because you completely expose yourself to the quarterback. You leave yourself open to shots like that. You know, most guys know how to kind of just angle away from them, but every now and then they catch you clean, your skin's exposed, or something's out there and taking that shot. It's not a lot of fun.
Dardar back to the 12. Mike, you didn't think that was a late hit, did you? 104 left. 14-6. Just a minute 4 to go here in the first half, but the Demons do have 2 timeouts. We'll see if that affects the New York offensive strategy deep in their own territory. Villar going to hang on to that ball as he gets across the 15-yard line. Clock ticking. What do you think? Are they going to use the timeout? On either side here.
Now we thought San Francisco might try and call timeout and stop it from the first down and get one more shot at the end zone, but
24, yeah, just tell Wally to take it right down.
Just wanted to get this half over with.
Especially if you're Rusty Tillman, you'll take the 8-point lead.
Play, probably. Come on, get up. Let's go now.
Rusty looking at the play clock, which is at 10 and counting now.
Red 83. Red 83.
Bill Young. And that should do it, barring a timeout. Let's see, it looks like San Francisco is going to call a timeout to force the 3rd down play. Then you wonder why they didn't turn one earlier.
That doesn't no good. I mean, it's still 3rd down. They got one more play here.
This is a 30-second timeout.
They may be in a situation where they can save enough time to actually return a punt, but that's about it.
I'm wondering why they didn't call timeout before that. They might have had time for a play as well.
Right. They started the drive at 104. Had they called the timeout at the first down, there ain't going to be much time to do anything with it.
Yeah, we won't block it.
Say 57.
57. After the second play, give them another 7 seconds.
Alert timeout.
So 2 timeouts and call timeout right now. Maybe get the block also, Bob, is the opportunity on the punt. They could send it out. Of course, the ball would be live going on the other end of the field. So Young will break out and go down. So there's the timeout. 4 seconds.
All right, let's go.
And it's going to be the punt, and that will be it.
Right.
So it's going to be coming down here to a possible either block or return for San Francisco. But keep in mind, the ball is live. Let's go. And the Hitmen could actually get a chance at the ball as well.
Well, they want to actually get them to punt the ball so they can have a play on this one. Now it's going to be, as you said, try and return it, or they're going to go after it up front. You know what I mean?
Cunningham is back.
They don't know what to do. You know, at this point, if you're the Hitman, you might not even kick it. You might snap it to the punter, have him. I mean, he can
kick it out of bounds,
or he can eat 3 seconds.
Well, he's still got to do something. What are you gonna do with the ball? I'll just run around the one.
Yeah, eat it for 2 seconds, and kneel on it.
Now New York has called a timeout. Let's hear what Rusty has to say.
You can. There's only 3 seconds left. It'll be over after this play. Give us a chance for it to pick up a fumble and run with it. Punt it very high and be quick.
You don't have any timeouts left. You want to run the ball down?
Can you do that?
Just make the offense run a sweep. One play and it's half is over. Oh, it's only 3 seconds. One offensive play. That's it.
You got it, man. Let's go. Get in there and do what I told you. Punt it high. As fast as you can. Protect.
Charlie Polari trying to influence the head coach.
He doesn't want to be influenced. I don't know. He's hoping, I think, that there's somebody handles the ball badly and maybe get a chance to pick it up. But right now, you've got to lead. This is not usual for you. Man, keep the ball and just keep it locked.
You can't give Cunningham a chance to return it, though. He had a 63-yarder earlier. He is not back. He just switched it up. He was back. Casebaum has it. And this will wrap up the first half. So a lot about Zippo on the return. There is a player down. Such the punter.
Well, Coach, hold on, Jim.
Leo Aragus, the punter, is down to 17.
Well, Coach, you watched film of this New York offense all week. Did they look anything like the team you watched this week?
Well, they come out with some surprise plays, quote-unquote trick plays, and it kind of startled our guys a little bit. But it's 14-6, and we got to come out the second half and put it together.
Coach, you have to be really pleased with your offense in this first half.
It's all right now. There's a long ways to go.
Oh, Rusty, not exactly privy to the camera location there, I don't think. He walks off. New York leading by 8 at the half.
Well, he may have said that I sound like a former wide receiver, but he started sounding like a former defensive lineman. Let's find out what that backup looks like. Let's hit him a little.
You like that line, huh?
Yeah, I like that. Well, hey, we got this thing. We got this relationship, man. We understand each other.
I hear you. We're all in the same boat.
Drew, what about the razzle-dazzle, and how much of an influence have you had on the game plan here today?
Well, I'm not going to take credit for it. I did mention it to Coach Tillman. I did draw up some plays for him that we could implement, but it's all about calling those plays and calling them at the right time in the game, and that all falls back on the head coach.
Calvin Anderson gets to the 20 to start it off here in the third quarter. And let's look at the halftime stats brought to you by Miller Genuine Draft. And the numbers astonishing on the total yards, Bob.
Yeah, we still don't see the rushing game from the Hitman. We didn't expect too much. Filio's first time back, but the passing game definitely something that surprised us. They've opened it up, as we've said, and the Demons, we're not seeing that much out of them. What part of it has been they've been in bad field position, and they've actually been in a bad part of the field, not just up against the goal line, but in kind of a messy part of the field where the linemen have had a hard time getting footing.
Bob, almost overlooked in this scenario, we've been talking about all the razzle-dazzle offense, is the Hitmen defense has not allowed any points. The touchdown came on a punt return. They have held one of the top scoring teams, a team that scored 39 points last week against Birmingham, to absolutely Zippo offensively.
Hey, he's a receiver right here now.
No doubt the return of Ron Merkerson, the middle linebacker, has helped that cause for New York, New Jersey.
All right, set him up, guys. Here we go. First
all right, we're going to the quick game. Be ready. Sort that shit out.
There's an unusual tight formation as we knew they would stay with that.
34, Henry.
Trips in motion. Cunningham back. Henry, picked up by Mark Tate. And the handoff goes to Battle. Oh, he lost the ball right in that same spot of the field that they had the trouble on the snap in the first half. Let's see who's got it.
If you don't have the ball, get off the pile. If you don't have the ball, get off the pile.
That's a good rule of thumb.
Nobody's listening.
If you don't the ball, get off the pile.
He's got it. Sound like the ref first said white ball, but then he came back and said red ball.
Second down. What do we got? Yeah.
And it looks like the Demons have recovered.
Both sides trying to sell it to their guys.
All right, here we go. Trio right, W rope, 4 Zorro, zipper 9. I'm on right. Lucky, go. 319. 319 to the...
Jet is in motion. Barnes throws in that direction. Brian Roberson's first catch of the day. Look at him go to the 47-yard line. Big pickup by Brian Roberson. What about the adjustments at halftime? We're talking again with the injured quarterback, Mike Pulaski, on the sideline.
Yeah, well, the adjustment that we really have to make is not make mistakes. We've been having problems with mistakes by individual players and as a group. As long as we can get the mistakes out of the way. We know some players that will take advantage of what we've seen. We've seen some new defenses from them. So now we have to try to take advantage of those and make big plays.
Green 18 to the...
Barnes looking. Never looked left to the last moment. Then he went for Roberson, but it was overthrown and incomplete.
Yeah, cover 2. We were trying to run a 3 vertical against it. He's trying to hold the safety in the middle. That's what he was doing, looking down the field. You know, if you stare a receiver the whole way, you give it away.
Mike, look at the Tron board over to your right. Just turn around, you'll see the board. There's Peter Alcera. He's a big lineman, but talk about him. You actually use him in some pass plays as well. He's from Samoa.
Yeah, he got a pass play put in for him this week because he made a catch last week and they named it after him. His pronunciation of his name is actually Pika in Samoan, but everybody here calls him Pita, so it's Pika Pass.
You know, he's a fan of the Wild Samoans and he's a wrestling fan as well.
I'll tell you what.
No idea.
I can relate to that guy. That's the way my hair was when I played.
The Jet is taken down after the completion.
Had the hair hanging out of the helmet like that. Nobody ever dared grab it, though.
Here we go. Look what we got on the floor. Tarzan right. 32. Let's go. 34 Pittsburgh. Tarzan right.
Here we go, Tarzan right.
You're going to see a lot of shifts right
34
guys shifting out of the backfield, shifting back into the backfield, getting some motion.
What does Tarzan mean, Mike?
It's going to be our tailback running outside of our Z receiver as a final shift. So the T and the Z in the word.
319. And Mike, this is basically to force bad matchups.
319.
Yeah, and you're going to get short underneath slant play.
Barnes gets it away. He's got Roberson over the 40-yard line. Nice strikes by Barnes. Donnie Caldwell on the stop.
And that's what Pat's going to have to do. He's got to be very efficient at managing the game right now. Put a drive together and get the offense going.
319 for the...
Here's again, you see some of the receivers going deep. The quick slants inside. Roberson with the catch. Nice snag.
Right, a very shifty receiver. Was injured. Returned last week after missing the Vegas game with a groin injury. One of the top receivers in the opening game against L.A. Calvin Anderson, the new pickup. It's a couple of yards. The Demons dropping Vaughn Dunbar, their first pick earlier this week.
Put it up!
And picked up Anderson out of the CFL.
Coming off on that leg.
Yeah. You good?
Joe Paupau.
Here we go.
Is the offensive coordinator you are hearing
Here we go.
in the headset.
Right, you're going to see a rollout pass by
69
speed roll out to his left. He's going to have 2 options downfield.
No. You block the edge for me. Go! 316! Miami! 316 to the...
Barnes rolling. Looking, he has Brandon Young wide open over the field, and now he did not find anybody, and he's sacked by Tim Beauchamp. Barnes had some time there. Looked like either the coverage was good or he couldn't find a man.
Hey, Mike, when you do that short roll like that and you have the options on that side, the problem is that it really cuts your vision down on the full field, correct?
It really does coming back. The other problem is as you do a roll, your linemen leave a guy unprotected on the backside. So if you're going to roll, sometimes you've got to keep rolling to that side. and they need to find a way to make a pass downfield. Obviously, New York did a great job.
You know, talking to offensive linemen, one of the things I hate the worst is when quarterbacks leave the pocket because, you know, they're used to keeping their guy to the outside, pushing him to the outside to keep away from the quarterback. The quarterback starts rolling places they're not used to. Well, then they can't feel like they can't be responsible.
The Hitmen calling a timeout, not happy with their coverage, so we'll step aside here in the third quarter. Hey, that's Pac-Bell Park.
Here's what we got. Yeah.
Brian Roberson with a couple of big catches here early on. What is the difference between the two quarterbacks, Mike Pulaski and Pat Barnes? We asked Brian.
The difference between Mike Pulaski and Pat Barnes. Well, Mike's an old school vet. You know how he runs the huddle. I mean, he's like a general, pretty much like a second head coach. Now, Pat, on the other hand, Pat got a little quarter black in him, so you know what I'm saying? He likes to have fun, and it's like playing flag football again with him. They're both intelligent guys at quarterback, and I'm glad we have them both here.
You buy that, Mike?
Okay. Brian says so.
Double's right.
I tell you what, Pat is a hell of a field general, too, and that's the thing. He's a good leader on the field. He's a good coach. He's always helping people out and letting them know what they have to do, too. So to take away from Pat and say that it's just about the fun of the game, he's a great student of the game, too.
Nicely said, Commander.
18 for that big play here on 3rd and 18. Barnes eluding some pressure. He's got a lot of field. Want to go downtown. Receiver getting open, but it's overthrown as he was looking for Jimmy the Jet Cunningham. He got away from the pressure. He could have run for 20 yards if he wanted to, but instead he tried to hook up with the Jet, and it was incomplete.
Did a great job stuffing up and avoiding pressure, but the New York defense did a great job dropping deep there and taking the stuff away.
Well, it also looks like the sun might be starting to play a factor, too, for some of those passes coming in from that side.
Yeah, as you go into that end zone, it's going to.
Wondering if it was 3rd and 10, Mike, he might have taken off to run, but knowing he had to pick up 19, maybe that's the reason he did not run.
Well, a lot of times the quarterback is thinking it's a pass at first, so you won't see the open field until all of a sudden you realize, oh, look, it's all green grass. So I can understand that as a quarterback.
Gardner in the sun manages to find the ball somehow. He gets up to the 11-yard line. Stopped by Otis Floyd of San Francisco. So the New York, New Jersey Hitmen looking for their second win of the year. Playing very well. They won in week 5 of the XFL, week 4 rather, at Chicago, the 13-0 victory. San Francisco wrapping up a 3-game homestand, and Bob, they've got a tough finish because 3 of their final 4 are on the road, including games at Las Vegas and at LA to wind up the season in what could be battles for first place in the West. So y'all running wide right. Maybe a couple. Kevin Case-Mahar knocked him out. So wild to West and East in the XFL as we start week 6 here today.
Well, they're going to have to get back. I mean, they have been able to put together some nice drives. This is going to be the longest and most effective drive that they have if they can do this one. Right now, putting themselves in the second and very long situation doesn't help. They've got to get back to the way they started this game. They're starting to get back towards more traditional ball. They got to get to what got them here.
Maybe a little more conservative with the 8-point lead, however.
I've played under coaches that sat on lead.
There's Archie. Well, they didn't there. They had the fullback come out of the backfield, and they get him for a nice gain and a first down.
That's right. And out of the shot of the goal line now lets them at least maybe feel a little bit more comfortable to go back to what they started with. And again, I certainly hope, you hate to see coaches start to sit on leads. Like I said, I've played under them. As a player, it's frustrating because, you know, all of a sudden you're sitting back, you're catching, you're waiting, you're hoping things don't happen instead of being proactive and going and attacking.
18-yard pickup for Mike Archie, who scored the touchdown in the second quarter to give New York the 8-point lead. And Richardson, he's not sitting back, he's scoring again, but he's wrapped up and thrown down by Abdul Salam Noah, the 22-year-old left tackle for the Demons. Well, we're talking about the Wild standings here, Bob.
Yeah, you were mentioning before, the East. Well, who can stop Orlando? We'll find out probably later in the season. But right now, Chicago and New York. Chicago with an opportunity. They lose last night. New York with an opportunity to maybe step out of that tie for the cellar. Not in the West. It's anybody's ball game. Right now, San Francisco looking to stay in the running. And Los Angeles also a team that's playing very, very well.
The Extreme at Birmingham, the UPN game tonight coming up at 7 o'clock Eastern. Big game for those two teams. Richardson cannot elude Salam again, and Noah makes the play.
2 plays in a row. Abdul Salam Noah. Very, very active and inside, whether it be chasing him down in the middle of the pocket or running him to the outside.
That's good speed for a 282-pounder.
Yeah, this guy is moving. Look at this. He is just chasing him. One thing to be able to penetrate the middle and get into the guy's face, but to have the leg speed to keep up with him, good athleticism.
Do you have that leg speed?
No. No.
How about the weight? 280. Yeah, the weight. 282.
I've got that. And some.
Third down and long. And look at the runner. Aska gets some room. He's not near the first down, but he's going to come up short. And the ref was knocked down in that match.
This may be, in all the years of playing football, I've seen many a ref get knocked down, but this may be the first XFL ref I've seen swung it up.
Yeah. And the up is okay.
Look at him back up. He's not going to whine about it.
Hey, he's in the XFL.
Yeah, I'm fine.
He's a tough customer, too.
Come on up. Let's hear it. This is the XFL. Tear him up.
Personnel alert. Come on, get off. Get off.
So he came up 2 yards shy of the first down. And Aragoose came up a little bit limping after the final punt of the first down. He was hit down after the punt, but he's okay. Just gets it off. The Jet is back at the 20. He stopped 7 yards later. Nearly blocked by Otis Floyd, but he could not get to Leo Aragoose. Demons go back to O when we come back.
Hi, I'm Deb, and I've been dancing for about 15 years and a professional choreographer for 10. It's always been my passion to dance, and now I get to pass it on to my students. Believe it or not, I was once a very shy little girl, but now I'm not a shy little girl anymore. I'm a demon cheerleader, that is. It's my job to get these fans to rock the hellhole. Go, Demons!
There's Deb entertaining the fans at the hellhole here, and they need the enthusiasm. They've got to help out the team. 2-1 at home this year, trailing by 8, with an offense that has yet to score. The lone touchdown came on a punt return by Cunningham in the first quarter. Barnes in traffic. He was forced again, and he had to throw it away. Christian Mamalonga, a big 320-pound tackle, was in his face again. Flag on the play.
You know, we have actually seen this field. I read about this area just tearing people up, ruining footing. Mike, you played here before. Is it generally like this?
Yeah, it's tough in that section, you know, with the new park and them trying to put turf on top of an infield. You know, it's already brick dust to start with. It gets real loose, and it's like playing in a wet weather game as you're down there on the field. So you can be in the middle of a beautiful day like this, and they're making it look like it's a wet weather game.
Mamalonga, who's 320 pounds, looks at the XFL as an opportunity. In fact, he told Vince McMahon he could be coming off the top turnbuckle someday.
That would not surprise me.
6'3", 320. Favorite on Coach Rusty Tillman.
He's going to have to get past me.
Ground 19 for that.
Alvin Anderson for a few yards. Should mention that the starting running back, Juan Johnson, went out with a knee sprain very early in this game, and he had 100 yards. And right now the Demons are missing the presence of the rushing attack.
Yeah, right now the Demons eight rushes, 22 yards.
TB.
And the pressure that this Hitman defense putting on, this is something Pat Barnes hasn't seen.
Doubles right, Ringo up, OG Spike Beard on one, right?
Again, be alert. Trying to take advantage of the zone that they're playing.
They need 21 for the first down on third down. 3 from 7 of the day on third down. Barnes looking downtown. And the pocket broke down, and he's sacked again. He's sacked again. Dwayne Sabb, the right end, knocked him down. 4th sack for the Hitmen, and the defense, they have been the story. Drew Pearson, you got to be happy with that.
Hey, Coach.
They're doing a great job on defense and dropping underneath stuff, playing a high zone.
Okay.
They've been a man team at its fit, now they're dropping underneath stuff in the high zone, so we need to find something to take advantage of their zone play.
They forced the Demons into several long 3rd down plays this day.
Fred, with that penalty that set them back,
they're going to return here.
Field position is going to be much changed for the Hitmen in this series.
Dardar getting just a few yards. Otis Floyd again on the stop.
Come on, this is the drive.
Good shape at the Demon 42.
This is the drive, baby. Come on. Come on, this is the one.
Drew Pearson likes what he sees so far. Right, Drew?
Yes, sir. I like this field position right now. We got to do something with it. This could be a good game-turning drive right here, but we got to make something happen.
No question. It's been really a dominating day overall for your team, and yet, you know, if you look at the other side, you're still only up by 8 points.
That's what I'm saying. One play the other way can turn this thing around, so we got to make a play. Get rid of it, Wally.
GM Drew Pearson, well-known in football circles, great receiver for the Cowboys for so many years. Michael Blair there on the catch.
Hey, Drew.
Okay, Joe.
Drew, you still with us?
Michael Blair.
Hey, Drew.
I got you.
Yeah, are you guys playing a little bit tighter to the vest this half, or you're still going to open it wide open like you did in the beginning?
No, I hope we keep it open because we don't need to get conservative here. That's what Tom Landry used to do. We used to have to get a lead and get conservative, but we had the doomsday defense. We got to keep plugging here. This is a good football team.
Tom Landry won a lot of football games, too.
We're going to have
Aska met in the backfield and runs backward. John Haskins made the stop along with Carl Hansen up front. A loss of 4.
Well, this is tough because this is one of some really good field position, and to be able not to take advantage of it's got to hurt.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Haskins right inside, man, making a nice play. As you can see there, good read. The ability to avoid blockers is one thing. Some of these guys, you have to have the strength. Even if you make contact with the blockers, you got to get separation to make the clean tackle.
Cardinals tandem, Haskins and Hansen both out of Stanford in 97. From the shotgun, Richardson rolling on 3rd and 11. Thinking about running. He's got a receiver. It's complete. It's Kirby Dardar. And that is good enough for the 1st down and more.
What a throw.
A gain of 20.
Look at that
3rd
throw.
and 11.
My goodness.
Dardar's had a big day at the 74-yard touchdown from
That's
Zola
a big
Davis.
play, Coach. Way to go.
In the 1st half in there.
Great
20 yards.
Great concentration. You see Richardson rolling out here. He starts to run, which fools the defense a little bit, but it was Dardar wide open as he pulls up and sends the defender traveling down the field looking for him. Nice snag and good footwork.
So the Hitmen marching again down to the San Francisco 21. And Richardson is going to pass again. Going for the end zone. It's incomplete. He was going for Dardar. Richardson took a hit there in the last moment from Emil Palmer, but they're certainly not sitting back, Bob, as you feared.
Well, I was noticing that they were changing some of the formations, too. They're going back to tight end formations or something a little more traditional.
784 option crab.
Here we go. Listen, we got twins left. Scat right, 784 option crab on the color. Ready?
Got a Dungeness crab, Bob?
Last time they called crab, they actually ran a fade into the left corner of the end zone.
Richardson pushed, and he throws it away as Williams came up the gut, and then a free shot at Richardson.
Hold up. Taking a look at that play. Twins right, Scat left, 784 option crab. They've got the receiver split, 2 receivers split the left-hand side, 784. So it tells the receivers from the strong side to the weak side which number of route they're running.
Big option crab is what you had at Fisherman's Wharf last night, wasn't it?
That was called the option, yeah.
3rd and 10. Richardson firing, going end zone again. Can it hang up enough? No. It's over Davis's head, and he was well covered by the veteran Wayne Harper again. And now they're going to bring out the field goal unit. But look out. Charles Polari is the holder in a tough spot on the field as well.
Where we at?
Remember, they had the fake in the first half.
Well, we've seen him run the fake, like you said, but this is going to be tough to get footing. Not just for the snap and the set, but for the kicker to actually get his set.
Ready?
A lot of people look at the kicker and they think about that it's all about that kick foot. about that kicking foot being the most important thing. The most important thing for most kickers is the foot that plants, the one that sets right before the kicking foot swings through.
As long as it's 42, this one from 39, it's a low kick, and it's no good. It was ugly, and I'm sure the footing had something to do with it as well. So, another blown opportunity for the Hitmen.
That was good.
Right in the sandpit. Interception earlier in the end zone, and then missing on the field goal.
Come on, stay up, stay up. Way to work, way to work.
Keep it up, keep it up, keep it up.
Back to live play here as we resume late in the third quarter. Brandon Young for a few yards for the Demons. You wonder if the Hitmen are going to be shaking their head, Bob. They had the interception in the end zone from Phil Yaw that missed the field goal. Had a pass earlier that could have been connected for touchdown. They do lead by 8. But they really have dominated the game and are keeping the Demons in the game.
And you want to know something? It's amazing that one section of turf from the 25 to the 40 is messing it up for both teams. Every time they get there, it really affects their ability to move to get the first down or even to get anything going.
Mamalonga on the stop on Brandon Young. Look at the play selection.
Last week, guys, it was the running game. 38 rushes. 17 passes. Mike, this week, obviously things have changed.
Yeah, well, when you get behind early, you got to throw the ball more, try to keep yourself in the game. And we know they got a good run defense this week, too, so trying to do more, throwing the ball, getting through the air. That's really our nature anyway.
Barnes throwing complete to Robertson, finds some room and gets up across the 45-yard line for a gain of 6. Well, Jim Skipper will tell you, I mean, he's not one to run the ball and even it out and all that. He loves to pass the ball. And I guess as a quarterback, Mike, you appreciate that. I mean, you've thrown 172 times, and Barnes has thrown it about 40 times as well this year.
Yeah, you got to love throwing the ball. I mean, it's part of what makes the game fun for the fans. So
Easy.
As a quarterback, you drop back and you start hurling. I love the game.
Basically a 2-to-1 ratio of pass to run coming in.
Quarter.
Third quarter winds down before Barnes could get the snap off.
And Mike Pulaski, you've had a chance to face these guys, have you not?
Birmingham last week, I wasn't actually in the game, but I tell you what, Casey Wells is tough, but he's going to have to be facing that LA defense because they bring it and they hit you a lot. So good luck to him.
Of course, you'll be rooting for Birmingham.
Of course.
If you get a break here and come back in this game, the Demons will be 4-2 and a potential one-game lead.
Easy. Red 70 poster. Red 70 poster. Get red.
Watch the post on the outside receiver.
Gunner, go. Come on.
Second and 4, Barnes over the middle, overthrows and nearly picked off.
That wasn't picked off.
Foul. It was incomplete. Travis Moore was the intended receiver. Travis, a newcomer a couple of weeks back, a CFL standout.
Posse.
Have you worked him in yet, Mike, to the offense?
I couldn't hear you guys.
I'm talking about Travis Moore and trying to work him into the offense. I know you feel like he's got a lot of talent out there.
Oh, he's a great player, real physical player. He gets open, not just with his speed and his ability to move, but his ability to move people off him. Uses good hand slaps, does all the great things that you want in a receiver.
Just one catch and 3 yards, though, in the 3 games so far. Barnes.
Good look.
Middle. Nice. There he is, Mr. Moore. At the 40 inside to the 39. Watt Tate made the stop, and there Travis Moore has his biggest gain as a San Francisco Demon.
I tell you guys, that was a great job by Pat Barnes right there. New York defense went to what's called a one lurk or a one robber, where they rotated Sprout down into the flat underneath route.
Here we go.
He could have made a great play. Pat saw him coming down, checked upfield to the next receiver. Great heads-up play by Pat Barnes.
Yeah, I saw the running back going out into the flat, and he got picked up big time.
The Demons got more from the Hitmen for a 2001 first-round pick.
Green 18 to the...
He stopped Weaver a few weeks ago. Through the gap is Kelvin Anderson, and he has good yardage. Donnie Caldwell made the stop. The gain of 13. Another first down. And here they go again, right at that 30-yard line.
This is it. We talked about the messy part of the field, trying to get the footing. They've got to get through it, and nobody's really been able to succeed at all.
Yeah, it's tough for defensive linemen to drive off in the middle of this, too. So it's kind of stalemate in the middle, and whoever gets the seat is going to win.
Easy. Opie. Gunner, go.
Opie Gunner.
Anderson, after all that, looking for Ron Howard to come out of these sidelines. Gain of a few.
With an Uzi.
Well, that's exactly what it was named after. What he was doing was just checking it to an opposite. He wanted to come off one play from one side, saw an opening on the other side. The safety was down low, so he was checking it to the other side. Good job. Again, a heads-up play by Pat Barnes.
OP opposite.
Yeah.
Who's the Andy Griffith fan? Mike?
It's actually an old Sam White's word that I picked up with the Bucks.
Round 19 to the...
Barnes firing.
Oh, it's P.I.
Yay! Winans was the intended receiver. He was held. You saw his jersey get pulled back.
Looked like Colton had him over there. You can pretty much tell that it's interference when the defender doesn't even argue the point.
Yeah.
He just kind of walks away and says, oh, well.
Yeah, but, you know, as a quarterback, I'll say it. It's a smart play because if not, he was beat for a touchdown. And beat ugly.
On the defense, number 35. Spot foul, automatic
first down. Talton. Ellens was there as well.
And the way,
first down from the 11.
And the way they're spreading that defense out like that, hey, you can throw it deep. You're either going to get the completion, incomplete, or you're going to get the interference call.
Anderson, lone man in the backfield, a gain of 3 across the left tackle.
7-yard line.
Bring up second and about 7.
Dime, let's go dime pins on blitz.
Backside slant.
Play it tight. Come on. Play it tight.
Mike, you're not allowed to use that information. It's kind of funny. Your Mike's listening to the defensive call as well.
He is right.
I'm not using it. I've heard it all game long. Hope Drew's not using it either now.
That's right. It's a two-way street.
Green 18 to the...
Fake this time to Anderson. Barnes, does he have a man? Yes! Travis Moore! Travis Moore!
Exactly right. That's all it takes for momentum to swing.
Well, we talked about this guy ironically picked up in the trade with the Hitmen, and Travis Moore finally tastes the end zone.
And Mike, during the course of a game, do you find a guy sometimes in a game or in a drive that you seem to connect more with?
Yeah, as a quarterback, you're not really thinking about it's got to be this guy. But when play calling starts to work, there's certain plays that are set up for certain guys to run. So if he's starting to kill people, you keep coming back to the same plays, and therefore the same guy keeps getting balls.
Well, Travis Moore with a touchdown. Now a 2-point difference. They go for the conversion of fake. A good one.
That's a hole.
Oh, they were looking for El Sarah, and he was held. We talked about the Pika play earlier. They were looking for the Samoan. Let's see the call.
Exactly right. That was the Pika pass. They should have put a saddle on Pete on that one because the guy was right.
Yeah, they were 95 holding. 95
I'm not sure he would have caught it if he was not held.
They're calling on Dwayne
We've got
Sapp.
holding on 95, half the distance.
Of course, he's denying it in his own inimitable way. Hey, nice series, though, for the Demons as they put it together. 9 plays, 71 yards, eating up about 5 minutes, 17 seconds. And they mixed it up real good, too. 6 runs, 3 passes, and obviously the 1 pass that counted at the end.
So here we go. They move it down to the 1.
Round 19 to the...
Off of the ball. Barnes still has it. The play is still on. Rushed by Trout. But he's taken down at the 25 by Brad Trout. And the conversion stopped. The Demons remain 2 points behind the Hitmen, but they're right back in the game. We'll be back.
Good job, baby.
Hey, Mike, tell Pat to stay away from those big linemen, man.
They ain't so scary.
Pat Barnes with a strike to Travis Moore. And the coach will take it. The Demons are back in it. Back at Pat Bell, the difference in this game right now is the 2 conversions that the Hitmen both scored on after touchdowns in the first and second quarter. The Demons have fought back to get to within 2. Dardar is back deep. He'll take it at the 9. Up to the 20. Kirby Dardar's got a touchdown flag on the play up to the 30. He squeaked into the 38-yard line. Before Pete...
You know, we're actually starting to see some pretty good special team play if some of the blockers can just get away from this holding and clipping. Football! Now, I understand that some of these returns are coming because guys are cheating, but, come on, there's some good talent out there. Dardar's a good returner.
Holding, number 27. It'll be a 10-yard penalty. First down.
How frustrating does it have to be where you bring it out the 30, 35-yard line, and boom, somebody gets you brought back? That was Michael Blair holding, deciding to grab instead of block.
That's very frustrating, man. I can't believe that. Can't have those kind of penalties.
Drew, just what we were talking about earlier with the game being so tight, you've had so many chances, and yet now the Demons are right back in it.
Yeah, they're definitely in it. We knew it was going to come down to the wire in this football game, and hopefully the conditioning we've been doing the last 3 weeks will pay off in this fourth quarter.
Red 83! Red 83!
Richardson faking the pass, has pressure, and it's dropped by Michael Blair. James Williams was again in the face, forcing the quick pass, but Blair should have caught that one.
There's no doubt about it. The ball hits you in the hands, you got to catch it. Drew will tell you that.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt.
Although he had actually, by the time he turned back to look to the quarterback, the ball was pretty much right there. He didn't have a lot of lead time, but
open. Could have caught that.
I was going to say, it's still the job.
Ready?
Blair had a chance on the throw in the first half by Polari on the fake, and he was not able to come up with it. Richardson handing off Aska. Joe Aska gets up to about the 21, ran into James Williams, and I'm sure his pal, Ramos, enjoyed that run.
Nice counter play inside. Pulled the backside lineman. Aska that run right up the middle. Didn't really read the blockers. Just found an opening in the middle and just went for it.
Well, the trick plays worked earlier, Bob.
Yeah,
a little razzle-dazzle kind of tough on third.
Right. You can't make a living on it. Yeah. And plus, when you got people kind of geared in on it, it makes it a little tougher.
Red 88!
Inside 10 minutes remaining in regulation. Richardson fires. Nearly picked off. It was Wendell Davis who was diving and almost came up with a huge turnover. Nevertheless, the Hitmen will be forced to punt on fourth down. A good diving try for the Oklahoma product.
Man, that was something else. Momentum right now. If you take a look at this, Craig, this is going to be a situation where punting from deep in your own territory. Again, San Francisco is going to get it somewhere near the midfield line.
That's if the Hitmen manage to stop Jimmy the Jet Cunningham.
Well, the problem is that remember early on, it was the punt that was out-kicked the coverage. Again, here's a long driving kick. It's going to give the Jet a lot of room.
The Jet got it at the 24. That time he stopped. He ran right into Donnie Caldwell.
Except for that guy. You saw everybody except for that guy.
Booming 55-yard punt and a 10-yard return.
And we came out, and down in one end zone, there were a lot of banners hanging up that said hellhole. The group of fans that was down there, just awesome. Rowdy, just raising Cain. So over the last week or so, I started thinking about all these nicknames guys have on their jerseys, and it seems to all be about, look at me. I asked some of the people, would that be all right with the league to put it on there? Just kind of started toying the idea. And so it's my way to give a little back, but it's also my way to say, hey, welcome to my house. This is my house. When you come to the hellhole, it's time to get it on.
And there he is, a tribute to the fans. Scott Adams out of Georgia with the nickname on the back of his uniform. A nickname that the fans really inspired.
I'll tell you what, Greg, over the years of pro football, there's been a lot of end zone areas. Look at this. You see the attendance there at 33,522. There's been a lot of end zones that have had nicknames, dog pounds, leaps and all these things. These guys, in a short time of their existence, absolutely earned this hellhole moniker.
Now with a home field advantage, be a boost for the Demons who trail by 2. Barnes fires. Oh, man, he had the Jet in a slant and he just couldn't get it to him. But again, Barnes was pressured. This Hitman D's been all over him today.
He's taking some punishment. We talked before about how, as a quarterback, it's not just the sack, it's the hit that you take a lot of times as you're throwing the ball that really shakes you up. Oh, geez, don't throw the ball at those guys, man.
back to live action.
Hey, Mike.
Yes.
Did you see, I don't know if you didn't see the replay, but after the extra point attempt, when Patty ended up about 25 yards back, he got up and almost threw a ball at about 3 defensive linemen from the Hitmen.
Yeah, you know how those big, nasty defensive linemen are always trying to talk trash. I'll tell you what, Pat's a pretty tough man. He's not going to put up with it. A lot of quarterbacks get into the game that way. The more you guys hit us, the more we get into the game, so keep it up.
Yeah, but you remember what happens at interception? Who's the first guy we look to block?
Third down and 10.
Look to kill.
Fires. Oh, nearly picked off by Joey Ellams on that 3rd and 10. And so similar plays on both sides of the field on 3rd down, and now the Demons will be forced to punt.
Hold on.
8.5 minutes to go.
A tough one for the Demons. Just sitting back, 2 points behind, a chance to get downfield and make a run on it, but they did not move it. Way to get the first down.
Way to go! Way to go!
Kirby Dardar, the lone man, back deep. The Hitmen may try to block this one. There is no one around Kirby Dardar. If they get a bounce, they could get the ball. Ball is live after the ball. Maybe get a piece of it, but it's a live ball.
It's not a live ball, it's short. It's short in the line marker.
They had to get to the 41, but it was touched, was it not?
Chip, wasn't it?
I don't know if it was touched or if he just shanked it.
It was short of the 25-yard live ball mark, but we don't know yet if it was touched or if he shanked it at the line of scrimmage.
I think even if it was touched, though, I'm not sure Bob on that ruling.
We got it under control. I think they would have to touch it beyond the line of scrimmage for it to be live, and nobody from their team touched it on that side.
We have illegal touching by the
The point being, you can't penalize a team that makes a good stop. Ball had to get to the 41. It did not.
8 yards short of the 41 as it dribbled through the line of scrimmage.
I'm not sure if they got a piece or, as Mike said, it was a shank perhaps off the foot of Panasak.
Yeah, one guy got through, but that ball really was just unbelievably low. Take a look at it here.
Yeah, you got a piece of it.
Zola Davis was the one flying in.
Yeah, he got his hand right on it. Nice.
Got his hand on the leg or the ball. Not sure he hit the ball, but he certainly affected the punt.
Blue 88!
And the Hitmen have it in great field position at the 44 of the Demons, and Richardson's passing to Dardar. He gets the block. The former running back in college at Syracuse gets inside the 40 to the 39.
Yeah, one of the beautiful things about getting a guy like Dardar and getting the ball out to him quick is the acceleration. You see, he makes that first guy miss. He knows he's got trailers coming to make the hit on him, but his acceleration at least gets him 5-6 yards downfield.
Listen, we got trips left, scat right, 784 option crab. On one, ready?
Let's make some noise for the defense!
They have the crab working too. Must be San Francisco, Bob. Richardson fires over the head of the intended receiver, Michael Blair. He did have Noah again in his face.
I will say that was a little bit of strong for a short pass, but sometimes you got to force it in there. Mike Blair really having a tough day in the passing game.
Flex left open. Check, quick slide right.
Here we go, listen. Listen, we got flex left open. Check, quick slide right. On one, ready?
At least it was incomplete for Wally Richardson.
Set! Red 333! Red 333! Hokey Tiger!
Aska trying to read the play. There was flag friendly as Davis got the catch.
Flag down on the play.
That's what happens. You get in a situation like that, somebody jumps, and guys quit. Until you have here's the ref whistle, you got to play the play. There was like 10 out of 22 guys out there standing around watching.
New York pointing this way, and San Francisco pointing the other way. We'll see who the call's on.
Actually, it looked like Jim Stahl had jumped. He just got twitched a little bit on the right tackle spot.
Offside on the defense. 5-yard penalty.
I'd like to take a look at that one again.
Oh! Jim Skipper can't believe it.
It's 3rd and 1, Coach.
You thought Stahl was jumping for the marriage yesterday.
Hey, y'all be ready for some dogs and blitz, because they're going to start coming now. Be ready for dogs and blitz. They're going to start coming. Yeah, you're right.
Right here.
Rusty Tillman and the Hitmen get the call.
Hey, measure it, ref. Very, very iffy situation.
First down, all right.
Gives him the call. Rusty was asking for the measurement.
Now he changed his mind. I don't need that measurement anymore.
He said measurement. First down. At the 34. Hey, Rock, a big factor here. 640 and counting.
All right, here we go. We got X jet, the flex right tight, fake 35 gut, naked right 619 on one, ready?
Yes, they're going to fake a play action on the left side. He's going to boot over to the right side, I believe.
Blue 41.
Davis in motion to the right.
Naked boot over
there it is. Fletcher, England, he gets away from him. Richardson now with the receiver trying to go dark.
Well, there's a flag.
Oh, he got the flag call on Dwayne Harper. Oh, that was questionable, I thought.
Harper was out, but there was no miss. It was a bad play by Harper. He was covering him well. He didn't have to climb.
Didn't think he could catch the ball there, though.
I'll tell you what, that is the quarterback's role. And make a boot, you got to make the first time miss. If you don't, obviously you're dead. Watch you at the end.
I don't know, Bob.
That's a bad angle.
I think it's a bad call.
Is this right here, Craig?
That is a tough call on Dwayne Harper.
Number 24. Spot foul, automatic first down.
First of all, the ball was thrown very high. Let's take another look at it. In the motion, the referee sees the play.
He went over the back. He went up for the ball, but he went over his back.
Ooh, 41. First and goal from the 2. Big break hit. Aska diving in. Touchdown. Oh, what a story for Joe Aska. And look at his pal there, Shea, celebrating as the Hitmen score a huge touchdown as Joe Aska's return to the Bay Area.
I don't know what. Joe should be celebrating. His linemen are over there trying to jump into the hellhole in the end zone. I don't know what that's all about, but they're getting rejected.
24 lead on one, ready?
And how about what Shea is thinking on the sidelines?
Hold up, fellas.
His friend that we talked about and showed you the feature at halftime, Shea Lemos.
Security to the 50-yard line.
So Joe Aska with a huge touchdown. He had the conversion earlier in the game. He's accounted for 7 points by himself. And his biggest fan is that young man, Shea Lemos. Friends for a long time since Aska's days as a Raider. Both the unfortunate, tragic incidents of children losing one of their eyes. And that has created an incredible bond between these two. Now Shea back as Aska's guest in his return. What a story for Joe, but more importantly for the Hitmen now. They got a chance to tack on that third conversion.
Right now, the referees are actually called security over. The fans in the hellhole have been tossing tennis balls into the end zone.
Clock should read 5:46.
I don't know what that's representative of, but they want to kind of get that taken care of. I thought it was oranges, but I'm thinking there's no way these guys can make an orange ball.
Hey, Joe. Here we go.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Let's go. Got perfect 2 for 2. 24 lead on one, ready? I'm not going to die.
2 for 2 on the conversion today.
Sounded like he'd called a 34.
Red 81.
He just running right off right tackle.
Aska's going to try it again. This time he is stopped. Much to the delight of the fans in the end zone. And the Demons, not a critical type 1 point with an 8-point lead, because San Francisco is still going to need 2 scores in the final 5.5 to win this game.
Yeah, because it was under.
Well, they started with a good field position, but, you know, we've seen it today already. A little bit worried about them maybe sitting on the lead. We saw that they opened it up in this last drive.
The L4. All right, you're the L4. Go down there just like you do last week.
Looking for their second win of the year. A very spirited, well-coached effort so far from the New Jersey Hitmen. The Demons still have something to say about that, as Anderson brings it back to the 24, and that's where the Demons will start. He might. The Zon could roll over a bit.
I think
that was his time.
Go! I was glad to see when he got his nose straightened out. Really? That was a good TV thing.
Green 18.
Out of the shotgun here with the time of the essence now. The throw is incomplete. Looking for Roberson. Wheeler on the coverage. Well, Mike, you're down 2 scores now, 8 points.
Yeah, you know, there's 5 minutes left, though. That's a lot of time in a football game. Except, you know, the XFL, the clock runs until 2 minutes. So, it's only 2 scores. The big thing is they missed their 1-point play. So, since it's only 50% in the field, we can miss ours and still win it with a field goal.
True. 6 plus 3. Barnes collapsed from behind by Dwayne Sabb has been all over him. Mike, how much of a surprise? Last week you exploded on defense, 39 points. How much of a surprise to you has been the play of the New Jersey, New York defense?
Well, I tell you, every week, you know, at this level, it's a matter of which team is geared up for the game, which team's ready to go. Clearly, New York, New Jersey, with their back against the wall, came out fired up in this game. They had it on their heels to start off. Now it's a matter of see if we can finish this game the way we have already 4 times this year. So,
Cunningham, the Jet getting by Damon Wheeler for a good gain. Made a good move. Roberson is down. Looks to me like one of the receivers was being hit down the field. Might have been Roberson.
It looks like they called roughing the passer. The ref is signaling what looks to be first down for the Demons. A good move. Big play for them because I believe they were a little short.
Personal foul.
Reception for the
Roughing
first
the
down.
quarterback, number 78. 15-yard penalty from the end of the run. Automatic first down.
And when you talk about mistakes that'll kill you, it's that kind of stuff that kills a team.
Christian Mamalonga is penalized for the late hit.
You know, I don't know how intentional it was, but it's tough to change. 320 pounds. Well, he says he's 320.
That sounds like a defensive lineman trying to protect another guy. You know those guys, the defensive linemen, they go and hit you late, and they go, oh, look, I'm just trying to hold him up.
Now, hang on, Mike, because earlier in the game you were whining that no late hits are ever called in the XFL, if you recall.
I mean, that one was about 3.5 minutes late.
Well, you're telling me that when we hit you guys and then stand there with our hands up like we didn't, you know, we were trying to pull off, you guys don't buy that?
Just don't claim that it was a mistake. Come on.
Come on, hold him. Hold on! You know, meanwhile, in the midst of all this, Brian Roberson just getting up. He was shaken up. In fact, Bob, I was looking toward Cunningham, and I thought Roberson was hit past the 5-yard mark as he came off the line of scrimmage, which would be in violation of the change of the bump and run rule.
You see him there coming across. He makes a grab.
Oh, on the block.
Oh, yeah.
Caldwell,
Driven right into Donnie Caldwell's hip.
He was originally played by Damon Wheeler on that play. The shotgun again. Barnes over the middle. He finds his tight end, Sean Manuel. Gain of about 7.
Hey, Mike, where does Manuel fit into this offense? You don't really have too much focus on tight end.
Well, you know, he's been hurt recently, and he's just coming back. So we like to use the tight end a lot, but we haven't had a healthy tight end for quite a while since Brian Roach hurt himself down in Orlando. You know, he'll get more balls as he gets better.
Barnes that time goes over the head of Manuel, whose brother is also a linebacker on the Demons.
Squeeze left. Scared me on that one.
34 Oscar. 34 Oscar. Queens up nasty. 34 Oscar.
2-minute off.
Gunners.
Hey, we got balls.
Third down and 3.
Well, you know you're going to get a 2-zone look from the defense. That's what they've been playing all game long. So that's they're going to bring back out against us now. We need to find something that's going to be able to beat that.
Well, Pat called the 34, but he tagged it with Oscar. Is that the blocking?
No, the Oscar would be the route.
Oh, okay.
I would give you the route, but now we got too much time in between plays.
Come on, offense.
It's the XFL, the officials going back into the game.
It's been a rough game for the Zebras as well today.
On the game clock. 4:02.
Are you thinking 2-down territory yet here, Mike? 4 minutes to go. You need 2 scores?
Well, either that or you need big play by the defense. So
yeah, but you got to get them back and score twice.
Yeah, that's. You know, I think we're just gonna get them right here instead.
Gunner, go!
Watch the quick slants here. Quick slants and quick outs.
There's a slant. Nice catch. Right in. First 5-10, and he went up to pull it in on a huge play.
Hey, you know, it looked like he lost his footing coming off the line a little bit. I didn't think he's going to be able to get it back, but man, did he lay out. Stretch out for that guy.
Hurry up offense for the Demons. 3.5 remaining. Go! Barnes just says go. Even hurry up on the ball. Bombs away. Moore's out there. Tried to reach over the defender. Damon Wheeler, who was well played.
Wheeler had great position. There was no way that they're going to get back underneath him in place to get him to play.
He wanted an interference goal. Wheeler's looking at the ref.
Yeah, the problem is that, Wheeler probably could have got it, but he didn't jump on him too much. He just had the perfect position.
Yeah, Wheeler did a good job. You know, with the short guy out there, you want to try to take advantage of the height a little bit. Did a good job staying in position to defend that.
Wheeler's only 5'9". Barnes, leaving, he's got his man. Moore, did he step out?
Out of bounds.
Was he out? He had the right foot in first, so he does get the completion for the gain of 5.
The thing this 2-minute offense does is it keeps them out of that blitzing defense they've been trying to mix up on us all game long. So now it keeps them in a base defense. We know what we're going to get here as we're watching it. You can see it's going to be a cover 2 zone again.
Right.
Out of bounds, save you a few seconds as the clock now starts again after the placement. Barnes fires. Complete. I don't know if he was looking for Manuel or Moore, but he missed both of them. Fourth down and 6.
Yeah, looks like
we got to go for it.
You got to go for it because you're talking about an area that kicking from that they've already proven is kind of an iffy situation, and they line up to go for it on 4th down.
The problem is Patasek is 1 out of 5 between the 40 and 49 this year, and this would be a 46-yard field goal attempt, but he needs 3 plus 6 to win. We'll see what happens when we come back. What do you think, Ron?
What'd you have that 1-8?
Yeah, and his field goal kicker. Over.
Yeah.
4th down and 6. Mike, the decision not to go for the 47-yard field goal, but go for it, huh?
Yeah, well, part of it is, we're in the sandbox out there, so it's going to be hard for the kicker to get his footing. And you never know where you're going to be able to spot the ball when you put it down, if you can slip or not. So,
plus, guys, even with dry grass, it's a 47-yarder.
Right.
So you're talking about a pretty good kick.
And Patasek, as we said, 1 for 5 between the 40 and 49 this year. His longest was a 42-yarder that he hit last week. He's been better inside 40.
You expect something short.
316. The game on the line.
316 to the...
Barnes fires. Looks to be a first down. Roberson right near the spot of the first. He did get a good spot.
Boy, he got a good mark on that one. I'm not saying it was excessive, but it was pretty much
All right, work the drive. We want him to eat up the clock.
It's very close.
He's
short. Probably call the chains in. But it appears to be a first down. If you look at where the ball is,
we're pulling it this way.
Where the chain is.
They're bringing the chains in. Russ called his timeout.
He hasn't brought the chains in yet. Demons have 2 timeouts left. Here come the chains.
easy.
Good mark. Take a look at it again. 5-step drop. Quick throw. Quick slant. Good concentration and grab by Roberson.
Wheeler made a good tackle, too, to try and keep him from getting the first down. 1st and 10 now. Again, the Demons need a touchdown and at least a field goal to win.
Sniper!
2 scores. Go! Barnes. And nearly picked off. It was Momalonga that got his hand on the ball originally. The big left tackle, number 78 for the Hitmen.
You know, we talked about the bad footing there in that area. Thank God for the bad footing for the Demons. The defenders for the Hitmen couldn't react to that ball quick enough.
Israel Rainbow had a chance at it.
Sniper!
Barnes hit again, throws inside! Incomplete Flannan. He really stretched out to try and get it.
put one of them backs in there and get it.
As a quarterback, you got to be able to stay poised out here. You see Pat trying to come out from underneath the center. He's in the middle of all that chewed-up turf. Hard keeping his footing, getting back. And to be an accurate passer, sometimes you have to be able to plant and deliver a good strike.
It's tough. Yeah, right. It seemed like both those dropbacks, he tripped a little bit coming back out of it.
Yeah. It's tough in that sandbox.
Go. 3rd down and 10. Barnes with a lot of time. Fires for it. Oh! Intercepted! It went off the hands of Moore. Picked off by Brad Stroud. With 2:12 to go. And the Hitmen are feeling it now. Huge defensive play.
11 seconds now. Way to go, Gary!
All right.
Rusty Tillman finally with something to cheer about in what has been a very difficult season.
Way to go, Trout! Go! Way to go! Way to go! Way to go!
Well, tough when you got to go trying to make that grab. They tell you as a receiver, if you can't catch it, at least tip it down to the ground.
A lot of times it's hard to catch the ball when you're being grabbed and pulled from behind as well. So.
True. Now, Bob, you may disagree, but I think I would take out my conservative page here as an offense. Would you not? Right here, you have to.
Is it what?
Just play conservative.
Oh,
here.
yeah.
You're up by 8 points, 2-minute warning.
Watch out.
2 timeouts. Mike, take us through this play.
Again, you watch Pat drops back. You see the cross coming across the middle. He was saying that there's holding downfield. It's hard to see from that angle.
Tough break.
Trout obviously coming up for with a huge defensive play, but when you're getting grabbed as a receiver, sometimes it's hard to make a play. You get a call one way, not the other.
Well, guys, in the first 5 games of the season for New York, their turnover, giveaway, takeaway ratio a -7. Today, they've got a +2. Things going their way.
Well, replay of the interception. You see Pat Barnes in the shotgun. You're going to have 2 receivers crossing. Drops back again in the sandbox, throws downfield. And you have a safety hanging on Travis Moore's back. It's hard to make a catch and receiver if you got somebody pulling at your back pad or pulling on your back shoulder. And sometimes, you know, if an official blows one call, if they miss a pass interference on one end, thought maybe that wasn't a pass interference, they come back and correct that mistake on the other side. But sometimes you get the call, sometimes you don't.
Butler Benote was the defensive back.
Blue 41
on Travis Moore on that play.
Blue 41
setting up the interception. Aska, a big man today in his return to the Big Bay area. Gets near the first down. Aska had the conversion in the first quarter, the touchdown to give the Hitmen the 8-point lead.
Well, not to say the obvious, but you know, a run like that is going to kill this Demon defense. They can't afford to allow 1 first down. They can't afford to try to let these guys get any kind of a drive together. Like I said, it's obvious, it's a given, but at this point, to see 9 yards picked up on the first play.
New York's calling a timeout for some reason.
My boys be blocking. Yeah, that's about big boys.
Stopping the clock at 1:31.
Right. Oh,
coming up on UPN. Big game is the Los Angeles Extreme. Likely with a victory will take first place in the West, assuming the Demons lose this one. They are at Birmingham. Jerry Donato's Bolts looking to turn it around after losing 2 straight and take a firm grip on second place
Did the boys
in the
play
Eastern
today or what?
Division. Birmingham, Los Angeles next on UPN.
Now, guys, one of the problems here, you're going to see this Demon defense. They're going to be coached. First guy makes the tackle. Second guy starts stripping the ball, trying to get the turnover. Unfortunately, when you start telling these guys to go for the ball, strip the ball, they sometimes forget about making the tackle. They do that, they let a couple of first downs happen, and there's no shot of them getting the ball back.
That was, by the way, a Demon timeout. It was originally charged to the Hitmen. Which would have made no sense, of course. Aska to hang on to the ball, and as he does, he pushes that pile and head right near the first down marker. And for all intents and purposes, could be the finish to this game. Well, this game started out on a wild play. Drew, as we talk to you again, this play starts out, looks like you try to do the razzle-dazzle. You get a penalty against you, you're backed up, you give up the punt return, and all of a sudden what you hope to start out as a big bang goes against you again. But this time, and maybe for the first time this year, you guys showed some mettle.
Yeah, we hung in there. That's what it's all about. You know, we've lost 2 games with leads going into the 4th quarter, but today we were able to hang in there and hold on and contribute to the play of the players and the excellent work of the coaches.
And also the ability to kind of open it up a little bit and show them different things, I think has kind of caught this defense off guard. You know, it'll remain to see that all the other teams start to look at this video. They're going to find out that you're a little bit more of a diversified offense.
That's right, and what that means is, as you know, Bob, it makes it a little harder to prepare for us. They got to think about these things. They got to work on these things in practice. And hey, we're not done yet. This is a good philosophy for our offense. I think we'll stick with it.
Drew, do we expect to see you on the sideline more often?
I'm always on the sideline, Bob. I can't go in the stands. I can't go in the press box. I get too fired up for these games. I got to be on the sideline.
We barely even noticed you there.
Right on, guys.
The Hitmen will host Memphis next week. Then they go to Orlando. We'll have that one on TNN in 2 weeks. Then Chicago home, and then at Birmingham. The intra-conference play wraps up next week in the XFL. Then all the teams will play their final 3 within the division to settle the matters of who goes to the playoffs. But certainly an uplifting effort for the Hitmen today.
Set. Tie right.
Demons out of timeouts.
48.
San Francisco losing their 2nd out of 3 games. And they wind up now with 3 teams in the West. And you know, there's all this talk, Bob, about the strength of the Western Division.
Right.
And yet head-to-head now it's 6-5 West. And really Chicago blew their game last night.
Yeah, they had another opportunity. We saw them last week and saw them start to pick their game up. But, you know, towards the end, it's all about who starts to build the momentum. Even teams like the Hitmen, who don't have that many wins, they get themselves another one and start building towards the playoffs. When the playoffs come is when things really start to take shape.
3 teams are 3-3 in the West now. San Francisco, Vegas, and Memphis. The Extreme look to go to 4-2 tonight at UPN in a few minutes. And the New Jersey Hitmen have pulled off a big upset here at Pac-Bell. They came back from a 6-0 deficit with touchdowns in the 1st, 2nd, and 4th quarters to knock off the Demons in the final 20-12.